What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Okay, we are super late. How you doing? Happy Small Business Saturday. Thank you to everybody that's in the chat. We're just here in the studio. You can see this is the live from the basement studio. You can see behind us. You're getting a little bit of a preview of all of the things that you can, you're seeing a little extra. You're getting a little extra taste of what we do here at the Joy Reid Show. Thank y'all for tuning in. It is Small Business Saturday. Big ups to everybody who is running a small business out there. We're telling everybody shop small, shop local. Ooh, I need a fan. I'm having a little hot flash. And stay away from the big box retail. Stay away from the bad guys like Target and Home Depot. We're not shopping there on this weekend. We're trying to shop small and really highlight the small businesses, the local businesses, the Black women-owned, AAPI, Latino-owned, all the minority-owned businesses, but just the small businesses who are out there doing the work, including us, the Joy Reid Show. We are also a small business. So we're participating in Small Business Saturday, hanging out with you guys, and I'm going to have a couple surprise lives on some of my other social media because we want those social media to get on this social media and like join in on the Team TJRS fam. For those of you who are in the chat who are saying you missed us on Friday, yes, we took Friday off because it was Black Friday, so we did black it out. We blacked out on Friday and decided to just have some family time because what we're trying to do in this season is spend time with your family, spend time, not money, because these big companies that are all bowing to Trump and doing all the things, they're doing it because they know that is like their power, right? So our superpower is that we don't have to spend. We don't have to spend at all, or we can choose to spend with small businesses and support small businesses. So hopefully you guys are telling a friend to also support our small business, which of course is the Joy Reid Show, and also the Joyanne Reid Substack, which is called Joy's House. So hopefully today you guys will take the time to subscribe. You guys who are in the chat probably are already subscribers, but this will be the time to tell a friend, tell 10 friends that they should also subscribe to the show. It doesn't cost you anything, and it puts you in the Team TJRS family. Today, one of the other things we're going to be doing is showing you all, people are always asking about the merch. We got a bunch of merch samples in here, so we're going to show you guys some of the merch. I'm wearing one of them, which is the Team TJRS show. See, now I'm sitting in this seat here so I can actually turn around so I can show you guys the back. Hold on. Let me show you all the back. Hold on. Turn around. This is the back. That's what the back looks like. So this way I'm sitting here in the studio where I can actually show you guys more stuff so you guys can see. This is also your little preview. As you can see, that's the set where we normally do all the interviews. This is where we did the Roy Wood Jr. interview, the Amber Ruffin interview, the Karine Jean-Pierre interview, all those interviews, the Robert Jones interview, they took place here. So this is giving you guys a special sneak peek at the studio, which we lovingly call the basement, because it's downstairs, basically. It's a downstairs studio. So that's how we call it, the basement. Somebody said debt-free holidays. We love that. Debt-free holidays. That's important. Nicole Haley, don't just say you have a small business. Shout out what that small business is, Nicole, because we want everybody to support. And if there are businesses, small businesses that you guys love and you want to shout out, this will be the time to do it, so that we can put the name of that business up on screen. If you have a small business, this is your time to shout out the small business, the name of the small business, because we want to make sure that we're giving people options. You can't, one of the things I've learned from Latasha Brown of Black Voters Matter Fund, who's going to be on here shortly. One of the things I learned from Latasha is it's not enough to just tell people to boycott and tell people to avoid this company and avoid that company. It can be really difficult for people to do that if they don't know the alternative of where do you want me to shop. So you're saying don't shop here, but you got to give people some alternatives. We're not like our ancestors. Our ancestors were built for protest. Like the Montgomery bus boycott, they did a whole year of not riding the buses. But what people don't ever talk about with the Montgomery bus boycott is they didn't just not take the bus and just like walk to work. Oh, I got to get my hair done. I was running errands this morning, y'all, not shopping. I was doing some stuff with my family. You got to take care of the elders. I was taking care of my auntie and doing some stuff with her and my cousins, trying to be a family person. This is what you should be doing, spending time in the holidays, not necessarily money. And so I was giving of my time this morning with a family member who's very important to me, my wonderful Auntie Dolly. So shout out to Auntie Dolly, everybody, if you want to give her a shout out. She don't really go on social media, but somehow she'll find out that she got a shout out. So I was spending time, not money. And that is what we need to be doing in this holiday, is taking the time to actually give of yourself, give of your space, and also big up all of the businesses who are trying to get off the ground or begin their own journey as a small business. It's actually really hard starting a business. There's a lot involved that I think people don't think about. If you don't have like a bunch of money like Donald Trump was born into. He got $317 million at birth. If you don't have that, how do you actually start? Like, you get family members to like sow a seed into your business. We've done that for family and friends, like put a little seed into their business. You have to find space to rent. If you have a physical business, that can be really expensive. Know people and have family members who have tried that. If you're starting an online business, you do need support. It's not as easy as just throwing up a YouTube. How do you get people to come to it? How do you get people to actually know your business is there? Do you have mentorship or people who are willing to share their best practices with you? In my case, I had Don Lemon, who was willing to share all his best practices, and his team was willing to help. And he and his husband were willing to say, hey, this is what we're doing, because they are now a small business, because he left CNN nearly a year before I got booted out of NBC Universal. So do you have people who are willing to actually help you and advise you and give you advice so that you're not doing this all on your own? Because nobody does it by themselves. Hello to everybody. It's very important. I've got hi TJRS. Time can be just as important as money. Amen to peace. Is this Owalu 4443? That sounds like an African. No, 4643. Or Oasis, Peace Oasis 4643. Sorry, I had my glasses on. I still couldn't read that. So that's the bottom line. So if you guys have a business, shout it out. Hold on, I just saw somebody that said Black Kettle. Let me scroll back up here. It says shop Black Kettle Soap Company of Albany, New York. Good laundry soap and other bath products. So it's called Black Kettle Soap Company of Albany, New York. Let's shout them out. So if you guys have some other ones, so you guys try Black Kettle, good laundry soap, and hopefully not full of a lot of preservatives and stuff that hurt the environment. I've got a friend that just jumped on here who's got a business. Wanji, you ready to talk about your business? You ready to talk about it? Okay, so guys, Miss Wanjira, you guys are now going to have the Wanjira experience. We're going to, hold on. We're going to have you hold on, because Wanji is we going to have Wanji. Can you hold for a second, Wanj? Okay, because we got Latasha Brown. I was just quoting her, so let's bring her to the stage. Let me see, how do I do? Oh, there we go. Can we bring Wanjira to the stage? Let me see how to do that. I'm not the expert in streaming. Aha! There she is. Latasha Brown. How you doing, good sis?
I am well. Happy holidays. Did you enjoy your family?
We are having a great family. Look, I had the best holiday. I didn't even start out saying this. This was the first time that I've had all of my children all together for Thanksgiving in like 2 years, like since the pandemic. We all were together. Our middle child flew across country to surprise me. And so I had it was an all my children, plus our bonus son also came in, and Miss Wanjira, she's the children's fairy godmother. So we were all together. It was the COVID crew, the crew that we locked down with for all of COVID, because COVID was our bonus year with our kids.
Absolutely.
The parents actually kind of loved the COVID year.
I agree.
We hated it, and we loved. I couldn't go near my Auntie Dolly, because we were like, we're not going near the elder and giving her COVID. But we also got an extra year with our kids because they were out of college. We were like, ooh, they get to stay with us for an extra year. We love it. Latasha Brown, I was quoting you earlier about the fact that, when we tell people to boycott, we talk about the Montgomery bus boycott, but we never talk about the small Black-owned cab companies.
That's right.
Who took those ladies to work. It's not as if those, most of it was Black women who did the Montgomery bus boycott, right. But they weren't walking to work. Like, they were taking local Black-owned cab companies to work. That's the story that nobody ever tells. So when you tell people to boycott, it's not enough to just say sacrifice. Don't buy this, don't buy that, don't shop here. It helps if you say, don't buy here, but do this other thing, right?
That's right. That's why we, even with this We Ain't Buying It campaign, we told people, one, we want to reclaim our power, but the second step is we want to redirect, that we have resources. We got the kids home. Matter of fact, me and my family, we're getting ready to go on a Black, what do we call it? Treasure hunt.
I love it.
We're going on a Black treasure hunt. So we've looked up all these different places and little boutiques and little shops. And so we're just going around the city today and just go look and peruse through the shops. And hopefully we will find some stuff. I know we will. Matter of fact, I have to put myself on a budget because I like stuff. It's like the other person, but this is that moment, though, that we do have to be much more disciplined with our spending and much more intentional. Yes. So that's what we're trying to get people to think, that, a lot of times when folks are saying boycott, They were like, well, how long, XYZ? I want people to understand the Montgomery bus boycott was only supposed to be for a day. They had not thought through it standing for over a year. It was one day. But what happened is people understood how important it was. The women had done some amazing organizing, and they created a system to take care of each other. Had they not created a system to take care of each other, I'm not sure how long it would have lasted.
Right.
But part of the reason why it worked is because they redirect their resources. They shared resources. So the black cab companies, but it wasn't just the black cab companies. There were black vendors who were selling food and providing breakfast. So people would have to carpool. People would have to share in a different kind of way. And essentially what it did is it made community be community. That instead of being so just focused on what you do, that part of what people were willing to do is to give up some of the convenience of individualism for the sake of really being able to build collective power. And as a result, there was collective resources that were redirected in that moment. So I want folks, so much so that I don't know if folks know that the bus company had the audacity to try to sue SCLC, saying that they were affecting their business. So let me get this right. I'm choosing not to spend my money with you, and you mad? Well, that's the kind of behavior. That's exactly why we're doing We Ain't Buying It campaign.
And you know, and by the way, y'all may not know this, but Tasha, you know, we think of Tasha Brown as being an Atlanta girl, but no, she is an Alabama girl, honey. This lady is from Selma, Alabama. She's from the OG heart of the civil rights movement in Alabama, baby. So she knows what she's talking of, what she speaks. And you're absolutely right. And the thing that to me is tragic about the ending of the Montgomery bus boycott, as you said, they were so mad. These bus companies were like, "You guys are." It's like restraint of trade. They did the same to Medgar Evers when he told people, "Don't go buy your Easter clothes in those downtown Jackson, Mississippi shops," because they would not address Black women as ma'am. They would address them as girl or call them by their first name, and it was disrespectful. Or if they didn't know their first name, they would sometimes ignore them, and they weren't allowed to try on clothes in the store. So you have to just buy it and take your chances. So he said they don't respect you and they won't hire you. You can't work there. So he was like, "Don't shop there. Don't buy." He said, he said, "We ain't buying it.
We ain't buying it.
We ain't buying it." It was literally a "we ain't buying it." And the mayor, he went to court to claim that the NAACP was restraining trade. It's like, wait a minute. So you want our money? Like you're insisting, you're demanding.
You're demanding the money that I work for?
That we work hard for. When, first of all, we pay taxes and we can't go to y'all schools. We pay for the bus, but we can't ride in the front. And we're paying property taxes and live in your community, but we can't shop in your store and try on clothes. But you're going to sue us if we won't use you. But in the end, to me, the tragic thing, Latasha, is that after the bus boycott ended, those small cab companies and bus companies did not thrive because people generally kind of went back on the main buses when they legally won.
That's right. And I think we also have to talk about how the economy has changed over the years, where many of these big box stores have just not been good citizens. They have gobbled up the business of small and local and community-based businesses. It is already tough. It's difficult. But now what you have is you got companies that every day they're gobbling up companies. And then think about it. Sooner or later, we're going to be bound to a very few choices. You know, what I have found is in many of those boutiques, which I actually love about boutique shopping, that's what I'm telling folks, buy Black today. You know, part of what I love about these community and local boutiques is they have like different items, stuff that you don't find in other places oftentimes. And you get the opportunity to be in community. I talk to the folks. I get to talk to the owner, meet the owner. I get to talk to her about, oh, why did you get this or what happened? And she's telling me a story. Part of what we know that people are experiencing in this country right now, Joy, is they're saying that they are lonely. That we are in a culture that we got everything that you can buy off with the touch of your fingers, but it's just transactional. There's nothing that is around human to human interaction oftentimes with it. Even when we go to these big box stores, they never have enough employees there. You never can find anybody. You're just kind of on your own, but you can actually have a community experience, an intimate experience. So we want people to know, like, let's bring community back. And we definitely ain't buying with folks who are really trying to destroy our communities. So I'm hoping folks take the time today, go on you a scavenger hunt, go on you a hunt like we're doing. Take your kids. You know, it's interesting. I realized out of all of these years, my grandkids, I never really talked to them about the vehicle of buying black. I would take them, we would go to black stores, but I realized that I never, we would go to these malls and go to these big shopping stores to the point my grandson would ask for some of these shopping stores by name. That's on me. That ain't on nobody else. That's on me. So if we want something different, we're going to have to be different. And I'm being different this Christmas. I am spending small and black.
Amen. And the thing about it is, I think about some of the best times that I had growing up with my mom is that we would go out to these little towns and stuff and just go into stores and just buy stuff. And those are the things you actually remember and treasure that you bring back, that you went to some little town, because the whole experience. And you know what's dying? The mall. You remember this used to be a place where we all spent time. This is where you went to go see Santa. This is where you went to go take your kids to play in the little shop. And it used to be that the mall had stores that were individual to that city in that mall before they all got taken over and they had the same JCPenney's and the same Macy's and the same stores. But back in the day, there used to be like small stuff and those little kiosks in the middle, which used to be the best place to get good stuff, was that little kiosk in the center where you could get like cute little things. All of that community is going away and everybody's just online buying from Amazon.com, which I'm just going to let y'all know, if you buy from Amazon, you give it to Trump, because he's taking that money and giving it to Trump's ballroom. You go to Target, they're taking that money. These big stores are giving to the Trump regime, which is then using that money for ICE. They're using it to destroy our communities. You're just giving them money if you give it to them.
That's right. That's why I hope people really understand what this moment is about. This moment has nothing, even our campaign, the We Ain't Buying It campaign, don't get caught up in the businesses. And what we're looking at right now is that the two of the three businesses that we know that their stocks are down. But the point ain't for them. This is about us, y'all.
That's right.
How do we use our power in such a way that we are not going to support those stores that are supporting policies against us? How are we going to redirect our resources that those small local businesses, I want to do a shout out to the Little Blue Cart. If you want to know where to find, go to the Little Blue Cart and find you some stuff. There's an app called BLAPP, BLAPP. Go in it, wonderful. You talked about the other day, Joy. Find you and download that app. Go to Buy Black, BY Black, .com. Go to sites, look, do the extra effort, right? Have fun with it. Find out more about your community and support the folks that look like you and I that are doing business. Because I don't know, when my kid is having a fundraiser, Amazon is not buying no ad in my books.
That's right.
My ads in the book is a little sister that owned a boutique down the street.
That's right.
What the ads in the book can keep me from eating all the chocolate candy that I got to sell.
and you're right. When you guys if you have like a Girl Scout troop in your community, or a sports team, or like when our kids played soccer, think about what are the businesses that are sponsoring your soccer team. So you have a little soccer team. Who are those sponsors? Those are your local small businesses. Those are the people you should be supporting, because they're actually sowing a seed back into your kids. But instead, we're skipping them and running over to CVS and Target and Walmart and these bad guys that are getting trillionaires. Y'all, these people are going to be trillionaires, and they only can get that off of us. Before I let you go, I know you have a scavenger hunt. I don't want to keep you, Latasha, but explain to us. I love the way you explain why it was called Black Friday and why we prefer Small Business Saturday.
So part of what has happened is over the years, this became such a commercialized holiday that they have put so much effort on trying to sell you, consumer, and take all of your money this weekend. And so businesses throughout the year, businesses that may not have been doing good, that quote, as they said in accounting, that are in the red, that on this weekend, it would be so much of a push to get people to buy that this weekend alone, 20 to 40% of retail sales for the year happening just this weekend. And so they started saying on Black Friday, they started calling it Black Friday, because that was the Friday that you could actually depend on. If those big businesses were in the red all year, that was the week that you would have these sales or these promotions or push folks. And that's when you would come into black. So what we want is on this weekend, we're calling this, we're going to make this a real Blackout Friday. We're going to direct our resources to Black-owned, minority-owned, and women-owned local small businesses in your community. There's so many cute businesses. And I want folks to understand it is really small businesses that keep this country alive. The truth of the matter is many of those big companies, Target, Amazon, they paid their CEOs more than they paid in taxes. I need somebody to hear me. They have paid their CEO salaries are large, and bonuses are larger than what they actually paid for taxes. So they're not bringing in a lot of tax money for tax money. You could argue they got jobs, all those things, but some folks would even argue that part of, as big as these companies are, if you are so big and you're creating jobs, why not create jobs that are good jobs, good paying jobs with good benefits? We're actually seeing them abandon that. So we got to right size this ship. And the way that we can do it, while many of us don't have access, we can get our elected officials, but while we may not have direct ability to be able to impact their taxes directly, what we can directly impact is that bottom line.
That's right.
And so we've got to understand this is a moment and an opening. It goes beyond even the Trump administration. Y'all know these businesses ain't been doing right by us. They have not been doing right by their workers. They have not been doing right by the economy because they are not really contributing. So if y'all got money to give to a golden ballroom, party room, then certainly you should be paying taxes that are supporting schools and supporting the basic needs that people have, but that you utilize from. That a lot of the technology that they've used, the rail systems, the streets, all of those things, that's taxpayer money. That's right. We are paying. So I just want folks to understand that this is a moment. We're not calling folk out. We're calling you in. Come on back home, y'all. We got to do what we got to do that has gotten us here. Let's learn from the Montgomery bus boycott and redirect our resources and resist.
And we got a saying on today. And what is that saying, Tasha? We ain't buying it.
We ain't buying it, y'all.
We ain't buying it. We ain't buying it.
I know somebody, as Nina Turner always says, we ain't buying it, y'all. We ain't buying it. But please go and support. Find you some. Go on your Black treasure hunt today.
Yes.
Find you a treasure hunt. Get your kids. Teach them about it. Get your family members. Have fun with it, right? But on this day, we're asking you this weekend, we ain't buying it. And on Monday, delete those apps. Do not get on Amazon. If you're going to get online, you better be posting we ain't buying it or some social media stuff that you're doing. We have power, not just political power. We have $1.8 trillion in just consumer spending power alone. How are we going to leverage that in such a way that we're sending a message that when you come after our community, there are consequences. There are consequences coming at us. And a big way to show folks who may not care about you, they don't care about that dollar. So
listen,
hold your money.
Hold your money. We ain't buying it.
We ain't buying it.
Yeah. Or like Jennifer Lewis said, we ain't buying shit. She had to sing it because we know he loves
she meant what she said. She said what she said.
With her chest.
With her chest. Hold it.
Well, okay, she put 2 toes there. She put 10 toes down. We ain't buying shit. It made it right. Love you, sis. Go and get your treasure hunt.
All right, we're going on our Black treasure hunt. Bye, y'all. We ain't buying it.
We love
Make
it.
sure y'all sign up too. Sign up today.
That's it. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Oh, I forgot to say that. Thank you, Tasha.
That's right.
Make sure y'all bye. Hit like and subscribe because that is one of the other things we're doing. This is a subscribe-a-thon. So we want to make sure that you're also supporting this small business because, you know, when you subscribe here, that actually helps the algorithm. The algorithm is what we kind of live on when it comes to social media, right? The algorithm kind of rules the day. And the more followers you have, the higher percentage of people who actually watch lives like these. And so that's the reason that everyone always tells you like and subscribe. YouTube is an algorithmic based, AI based business like all the other businesses. And so what you want to do is have your consolidate your audience. I have a very large audience on Instagram. It's like 1.3 million people. I have a very large audience on TikTok. It's like 880 some odd thousand people. And then I have separate audiences on Facebook. Shout out to our Facebook fam, on Substack, on YouTube, and they're all in different places. And they all consume the stuff that I create in different, wherever they feel comfortable and wherever they are happy. But one of the things that I would really love to do is to create one sort of family space where we can all convene so that the information that, this little team of ours at the team, TJRS team, is what we have to offer. You can get it all in one place. I can give you bites of it on Instagram. I can give you bites of it on TikTok. I can do a quick live. I can do a 6-minute, short post. But the full experience really is had on the show, on the joyreadshow.com. So that's what we're trying to consolidate. And also, of course, on the Substack, which is joyannreid.com. I've got a friend I got to bring on. This is exciting. We were talking, and by the way, let me say one more thing before I bring on our guest, because here's the other thing about these big businesses like Walmart, etc. They tend to, and Amazon, have you noticed that their workers are constantly like striking or threatening to strike because their wages are low and the benefits are generally not great, meaning that we, the taxpayer, are subsidizing many of their workers because the workers have to be on SNAP. So if you have and a lot of these people are working full time at these big box retail, working at Amazon as Amazon truck drivers, etc. They're doing hard work. And this is like back-breaking work where they stand on their feet all day. They work really hard. And at the end of the day, they still need SNAP in order to feed their families. That means that we, the taxpayer, are subsidizing billion and trillion dollar businesses. Why? Why do we have to subsidize Walmart? Why does Walmart need to take its money and pay our money that people shop in Walmart, take that money, give most of it to their CEO, and to the biggest shareholders, not you little 401k people, you get pennies. And then they pay their workers so little that the public has to subsidize those workers with SNAP. And then people complain, well, you shouldn't be on SNAP. That means you're not working. No, they're working. They just work for low wages. So why should we subsidize that? A lot of these Walmart workers are on SNAP. A lot of these big box retail workers, they don't make enough money. If you're working at McDonald's or all these places. So, I mean, at least McDonald's is a franchise. At least it's a small business owner in your neighborhood. But then the company's terrible. They're on the BDS list. It's terrible. We the people, 13,000. Thank you for the shout out and also the $1.99 tip. Just know that all of the money that is dropped into the tiller all the way through Cyber Monday, which we're not going to be shopping Cyber Monday, is going to go to the Justice for Greenwood Foundation. So everything we've raised from our Wednesday show all the way to Monday, if you put money in it, we've already raised north of $499. So we're really excited about the money that we're raising using our little tip jar. The tips from last Wednesday all the way through Monday go right to the Justice for Greenwood organization because it's really messed up that those people have not gotten justice. All right, let me bring on stage John Laster. I have to start by saying, I have to apologize for the fact that he went to the wrong high school in Denver, Colorado. It's tragic. When I met him, I was so excited that he was from Denver and also from New York. We're both New York to Denver transplants, but he went to East and I went to Montbello. So we're kind of rivals, but we're also friends. Now we made friends. Hey, John.
How's it going? How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And I'm so excited to have everybody hear about the thing that you and I talked about last week when we got our chance to meet via Zoom. And hopefully soon I'll get to come see a comedy show so we can meet in person. Tell us about BLAP, because I just was talking to Latasha Brown about the fact that we can't just tell people boycott stuff. Don't shop, don't shop, don't shop if we don't give them an alternative. And Tasha is going on a Black store treasure hunt today. I believe she will be using BLAP to do it. So tell us what BLAP is and how it can help you to shop smart.
BLAP is a geolocation e-commerce app for Black-owned businesses. So you can find businesses in your area and you can also shop online and find Black-owned businesses. Currently, there's 100-something businesses on there and there's probably 500-600 products. But we should be up to around probably 5,000 to 10,000 businesses by Black History Month. So it's literally growing every day.
That is awesome. I'm seeing the Judith Ruth Medical Center in Lithia Springs, California. I believe We the People is shouting out that business. We're telling people to shout out their businesses, John, in the chat. So these are businesses. If you're a Black-owned business, you might want to get yourself listed on BLAP, because what I love about it, I downloaded it, John, and I started right away. I'm an early adopter. I'm easily led when I'm like something that's going to help me to get away from my Amazon addiction, because I'm trying to let them go. So what kind of stuff? Because I'm amazed that you can get, it's not just like Black themed goods. It's like regular stuff. You can get like toilet paper and like paper towels on there.
Yeah. You know, the thing too, though, Joy, is I recommend that people start with the things that you're talking about. So ideally, people will start with go on BLAP, find some toilet paper or buy a toothbrush, something that you're going to use on a daily basis. Because what we're trying to do at BLAP is have people buy something that you use on a regular to remind you to keep spending. So essentially, we're going to try to get people to switch out one thing a month. That's not too much to ask. So you can start with toilet paper, you can start with a toothbrush or whatever that you want to, and then the following week, switch out your dishwashing detergent, your laundry detergent, which is already on Blap. You know what I mean? And then maybe the washcloths in your bathroom. I use soap from Rococo Design every day. So my Blap footprint keeps expanding. Once a month, we're not asking nobody to show up in all dashikis next week. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you want to, unless you feel it in your spirit.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's in your heart. But but we can all start to do one thing. I mean, one thing a month. Black folks have a $2.1 trillion spending power next year. If you isolated us, Black people, just as a country, we would be somewhere around the 7th or 8th largest country on earth. And that is with us spending just under 2% of our income on Black-owned businesses. So imagine the upside. There's a 98% upside. If we just start spending just change out one thing. And it's got to start this weekend. If this is the biggest spending weekend, start this weekend. Find one thing, whether that be a shower gel, like I said, a toothbrush, toilet paper, something that you're going to use on a regular basis to remind you to keep expanding your footprint.
Can you explain the geolocation part? Because I think the other thing is people are like, well, Target's in my area. Y'all should not be shopping at Target. If you're not doing the Target boycott, we don't like you. We can't be friends. But if you can't, but some people can't do it anything otherwise. They're like, well, what else is near me? Talk about how geolocation makes it so that you can actually still have some convenience to what you're doing.
And there's lots of folks, let's be honest, that Target or Walmart really is kind of their option, right? They have limited transportation, whatever. My brother is still in Colorado, but my brother is way out in the suburbs. You can tell that the type of airline that is landing way out at DIA at my brother's house. That's how far out he is. My mother is also in another place in Florida. Not a lot of Black-owned businesses on the map around her, which is why we took it a step further and created the e-commerce. Both of them can participate now. They were two of the first people to buy on the app. Both of them was like, yo, I'm getting this toilet paper, I'm getting this. But e-commerce, it doesn't matter where you are. So if that footprint is small, where you open up the map and you say, oh, there's only a couple of businesses by me, you can still jump into the e-commerce space and start shopping. And
so if you, let's say, are living somewhere where you geolocate, can you also, if you don't just want to do e-commerce, it helps you like find what's near your store, right? Near where you live as well.
Right. So if you open it up, I'm in Brooklyn, so there's a ton of stuff around me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, wherever you are, it'll let you know, the things that are right around you. So yeah, you could go do that too. If you're like, hey, I want to go to this florist that's right by my house.
Right.
The first purchase on Blap, to be honest with you, Joy, it was a friend of mine's birthday. So I decided to get her some wine. I can look out my window into a wine store across the street in Brooklyn. So I was going to go across the street. And she said, why don't you use your app? I had just got the app. And I'm so busy in the day-to-day stuff, I didn't even realize, So I hit liquor stores, found out there's a Black-owned liquor store 2 blocks away. And I went and bought her some wine from there.
That is awesome. Purchase. That to me, that is the thing, is if you can do that and you can create, look, we put it up on the screen. There it is, Blap, BLAPP. We want to make sure that you guys see it, that you can experience it, that you can love it. And that way you guys can go ahead and you can get on the app. Talk about the cost of having it, to download it. The cost is free?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not only is it free, it's also free for the merchants, because a lot of people are like, hey, can I get my e-commerce business on Blap? A lot of beauty brands have been reaching out, trying to get on. So that's what we're focused on right now. But so folks were like, how much does it cost? Black folks, we have so many barriers to entry that I'm like, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? So businesses could get themselves on there. And then the brick and mortar businesses were scraped by an API. So yeah, a lot of them didn't even know they were on until they started benefiting from it.
Oh, so people actually were being sort of automatically pulled in because they were in a certain geographic location and they got pulled in as well.
Yes.
So how is the app profitable then?
The app will be profitable we take a split with the online merchants.
Got you.
Stuff that we sell on the app. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just heading in that direction, going to start to ask our audience to start shopping now. And then we're moving to a different software going into Black History Month that'll allow us to scale the number of businesses that we add to it, which is how you go from where we are now to thousands. You can create your own laundry detergent, or you can buy it on Blap. There's the Green Laundress on Blap. So go on there and get your Black-owned laundry detergent.
Oh, I need to get that because this stuff has so many chemicals in it. That's the other thing too, is that we're finding out day to day, like how many of the things we use are full of chemicals and stuff that harms us. And sometimes in some cases harms us as Black people more, right? It's just chemically bad for us. And so the idea that you can start to use things, and this is the thing that I think y'all have to understand. It's the same thing that you're doing now. You're just not giving the money to Trump, because I promise you, if you are shopping at Target and Walmart, they're giving the money to him. And even if they're not handing it to him in cash, they're doing it through giving it to his ballroom. So these companies, you'll be outraged by the things that they're, the guy from Nike, I guess the guy who runs or owns Nike is now also a big Trump fan. And you're finding these things out and you're like, this is horrible, but I also need shoes. But you don't have to buy those. You don't have to buy their brands. There are other companies and alternatives. We just have to change our mindset to say that I don't have to have the brand made by this company, or I don't have to have what's sold on Amazon. This is how Etsy got started, that people realize I can buy from these tiny, tiny retailers and it doesn't have to be from a big box. Give me your 2 minutes. I think I've just given one pitch, but give us your 2-minute pitch, first to consumers, then to retailers, of why they need to get app today.
First to consumers, we always as a people talk about we are the culture, and we do set the culture. Around the world, people follow us. We just don't benefit from the platforms. And it feels good when you buy something from, and all of these are small businesses. It feels good when you buy something from a small business, and it's the dopest stuff in the world.
Yes.
So my pitch to consumers is, we have the dopest stuff. Yes. I'm just saying, come get it from a Black-owned platform from now on, because we're the ones that are going to put the money back in the community. People have been taking money from us for centuries now. And my second pitch is to who?
Well, listen, first of all, before I do that, I just want to note that Arauca Girl 1898 says, I just downloaded the app. This is wonderful. You've already gotten a conversion right here and now, John. So it didn't take long at all. My second pitch would be to businesses. Why you talk about the benefits for a business for being on this app, and why the Black dollar should be more valued.
In terms of the businesses, I can only tell you from the anecdotal evidence that I've got from the businesses that are on there, because our audience is only looking for one thing. It's not like TikTok, where some people are on there to dance, some people are on there to meet people, some people are on there to shop. The people that are on Blap are there for one reason: to support Black-owned businesses. Most of the people that are already on Blap, the businesses, tell me that they get more sales on Blap than they do Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, because my audience is only there to support you, period, full stop.
I love this. This is such a great idea, such a great invention. It's going to be critical, particularly for Small Business Saturday and also for Cyber Monday, y'all, because you want to resist shopping online, but you're like, but I need a thing. When I tell you Blap can find anything, it's the best. You can go in and you can find any product. I've already played with it because, I had to geek out on it. The minute after we talked, I immediately downloaded it and started looking for stuff, put in my zip code. It was like, wow, I can get all these things.
This is the tip of the iceberg, because the newer version, obviously we make improvements on it daily, but the newer versions of Blap, you are going to be able to get tens of thousands of items. We haven't set it up yet to scale. That's what I'm out here raising money for. But once that kicks in, you're gonna be weirded out. I got choked up watching the demo the other day.
Yeah. And if people want to be, you guys allow micro investors. What if people want to sow a seed into Blap and they want to be a part of the journey?
I would love that, because as Black founders, of the 100% pie last year for Black founders, 0.2% went to us, and for Black women, it's even worse.
Can I just stop you for a second there? Because yes. I just want I need you to repeat that again, because I reported on and interviewed the sisters who tried to raise small capital money for Black women-owned businesses and got sued by the same guy who pushed to get affirmative action overturned. So when even Black women decided to try to just give each other money, they got sued and said it was discriminatory. What percentage again went to Black founded businesses?
So Q4 this time last year, in Q4 of last year, 0.2% is what, and the quarter before it was 0.1%. And keep in mind though, Joy, that was before the election. So imagine the state. We are out here in dire straits. I'm blessed because of comedy, so my phone book is a little different. But even if you Google Black-owned apps, I'm number one.
That's
And
it.
wait a minute, and I'm still looking for money.
That's wild. That's
Yes.
wild.
Yes.
I mean, it's so frustrating because there are so many incredible creators and entrepreneurs that are Black folks who are just trying to do things, and you're hit both ways. Is that the big institutional investors and the big money investors and the angel investors skip us, but then when we do find people who are willing to sow a seed into us, then we get sued saying we're violating, their anti-DEI principles because how dare you present yourself as a Black-owned business and try to raise money. It's like you're just damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's just really insane.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I legally we're set up so I won't have that headache. But yeah, we still, and unfortunately, because of the way the BLAP is set up, I can't crowdsource. So I can't go on someplace and say, hey, send me
Like
$50.
Kickstarter or
You know what I
something,
mean?
right? Yeah, yeah.
Our investors are somewhere, right around the 25,000. We have investors at 10 grand, but it can't go much lower than that, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
So that kind of hamstrings us that we don't have an uncle. We don't have a cousin that we can call for 20 grand, 100 grand.
That's right.
We don't have a grandfather that just died that in the will said, oh yeah, also when, John turns 50, we're going to give him $250,000. We don't have, if that were the case, I'd be a billionaire already.
That's right. I mean, and a real billionaire, unlike Trump, who got $347 billion and lost $900 million by the time he was in his 40s and had to be rescued by the Russians and some sketchy banks, but they kept lending the money because he's a white dude.
Like you said, I'd be a real billionaire from the projects in Denver, Colorado, from East Village, Colorado. To billionaire.
Listen, and it wouldn't be a crypto billionaire, like an actual real one. Like, I mean, I think all of us, 100%, because we have to start from zero or from -0 and fight our way to zero. And that is the challenge for these small businesses. So you're giving us hope. But I also love that you were willing to talk a little bit about the financing piece, because I actually started this live talking about how challenging it is to start a business, because we're a small business. I mean, the Joy Reid Show, Image Lab Media Group, our company, we're a small business. And so I'm out here on Small Business Saturday as one of you, as one of the small businesses that's out here. And what people don't understand is you come up with a great idea, then you got to find funding. You got to find people willing to give you a little money. You got to figure out how your business will be structured legally. A lot of folk are starting businesses, a little cooking business, and you cannot mix that money with your personal money. You need to make sure you have a business bank account. You need to make sure you have an accountant. These are things that, like, the barriers to entry are also understanding and education, right? No one tells you this is how to do it.
Yeah, it's very few people to call. And to your point, and then on the back end, there's the fear of getting sued. I was on an interview the other day, or kind of an interview on Zoom and with a venture capital firm. And the guy went through everything and he said, oh my God, you figured it out. He said, this thing is definitely built to really work and create change. And then he got scared. He said, John, people that have done things like this in the past don't make it. And I told him, I might not survive this. If you know anything about American history, this is America's nightmare.
That's right.
So I said, even if I don't survive, I'm banking on the tech. You can't burn this down like you did in Oklahoma. You can't burn down technology and all those places they did in Florida and all across the country when we started to do things.
That's right.
If I die, I'm banking on the tech will outlive me, and people will by then have changed their habits into understanding the only way that we will ever get our car out of the ditch, it's in your wallet.
That's right.
And my brother always says, Las Vegas was built on the nickel slot machine. Don't think that we need someone huge like Kevin Hart. Kev's my boy. Don't get it twisted. We've been friends for a long time. But it's the person listening right now that alters their habits, that says, you know what? I am going to buy some black soap today. And next month, I'm going to change out my dishwashing laundry. And then I'm going to change my laundry detergent. Then I'm going to change my sheets, all of which are on BLAP right now.
And all of a sudden Procter and Gamble loses their mind because suddenly the withdrawal of that black dollar, where they're not having to go to P&G, who makes all the things you just mentioned. You're buying your dishwashing liquid from them. They are the biggest recipient in many ways of SNAP. People think SNAP is going to lazy. They think of it as lazy black people. No, it is corporations that make their money from SNAP, because the biggest thing that people buy on SNAP is macaroni and cheese, which means Kraft Foods is the biggest recipient of SNAP money because it's the most purchased thing. And you can't buy but certain kinds of foods. But what you just mentioned is the threat that Procter and Gamble fears, is that all of a sudden millions of people say, I'm going on BLAP. I'm going to buy my dishwashing liquid and all that stuff there. And suddenly you've withdrawn that dollar from them without even marching a single day.
Yes. I mean, think about it. In the morning before the day gets started, Black folks spend $12 billion a year on coffee. What if we switch to Black owned coffee? There's 10 of them out there.
That's right.
The first one goes up on BLAP, I think Monday or Tuesday. But if we started even in the morning, switch that thing out.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a couple to recommend to you. I'm actually going to text you one. I'm going to run up. If I can, when I take a break, I might run up and get it, because absolutely, I have one upstairs that we found in New Orleans. You're absolutely right. You're right. Well, no, before you even get there, John, you brush your teeth. The first thing you do is spend some money on some toothpaste.
Big mouth toothbrush.
Before you even go downstairs, you've already given some big, probably evil corporation your money. You've given them your money before you even get your hot cup of coffee. Then your coffee is their money. The cup is their money. You're just handing them money. But then they turn around and say, we don't like DEI. They're saying we can't stand you. We hate blackness. We don't want black people, brown people, Latinos. We don't want gay people, trans people, all these people. We don't even want woke white people. The spicy whites don't get hated on. But all of y'all are giving these people who hate you your money. Why? Stop doing it. Give money to people who like you.
And it's the definition of insanity to do the same thing over and over again, looking for different results. How much longer are we going to do this? When are we going to get the hint? It's funny that you said before you even go downstairs, I'll do you one better. The sheets. There's Black-owned sheets on BLAP that you can buy. You could, before you get out your bed, we done gave them money.
You gave them money. You gave money in your sleep. You were asleep and giving them your money. Can you imagine your whole life? And the thing that's so wild is when people don't understand what ended segregation was not a moral, sort of a change in the morality of.
There was no come to Jesus. No,
it was the fact that they realized, why am I turning down this money? They said, wait a minute, if I don't let these blacks eat in my restaurant, that's probably half the money I could make it. Why am I turning this money down? They gave in. Polaroid used to supply the film for the cameras that they used to use in apartheid, until the boycott started, because they thought people weren't going to notice. When the blacks noticed that that Polaroid cameras were being used to make the passes for apartheid and boycotted it, they got out of the business real quick. They were like, nope, South Africa, we don't want you, because these blacks here got more money than the apartheid people are giving to us. Everything is always financial. These companies have no morality. It's just money.
Yes, I say all the time, Black folks, we speak English. We don't speak American.
That's correct.
English is what me and you are speaking right now.
Listen.
American is in our back pocket.
Come on.
American is in your wallet. Elon Musk is the richest human being in the world. What happened when they stopped them car orders? He disappeared.
Correct.
Because they were speaking American.
They're speaking American. And by the way, John, I'll make it even worse. He's the richest. He is going to be a trillionaire based on the promise of a robot he has vowed to deliver that does not exist, from a company, Tesla, whose sales are tanking because everybody hates him because he decided to purchase Donald Trump. So his purchase destroyed the sales of Tesla. They're down like 80% in Europe, 50% in Germany, all these places. They're down in Canada. They're down in the United States. Tesla sales are doing terribly, but he has the promise of a president he owns buying Teslas for some governmental purpose and a robot he says he's going to produce. This man has invented nothing, created nothing, bought his way into Tesla, which was invented by somebody else. He doesn't even create. The only thing he's ever designed is that hideous Cybertruck that exploded in Las Vegas.
Yes, in front of a hotel.
In front of a hotel. He does not. And he's created X Twitter, which I just read this morning, has an algorithm in it that is producing propaganda that changes your mentality and increases political polarization within days, whereas the Russians and the Kremlin used to take months or even years. So they're doing that's what he's creating, hate.
And all of it started with a lie. People think that he created Tesla. There
No.
were two other guys who created Tesla.
He bought
Gave
it.
them money and then edged them out.
Peter Thiel too. The whole PayPal mafia, they're not inventors, they're not coders. These aren't geniuses sitting down coding. They just buy into other people's stuff and then erase them. Just like how Puffy was not producing those songs. He was back there going, I like that, in the studio. And then made them sign NDAs. So the real producers, you don't know who they are. You think, oh, Puffy produced that. No, it was whoever, and he just had the money. Yes. And he purchased the studio time and made him sign NDAs and went, I like that. And that's it.
Take that.
All right, we're going to jump off. John, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And by the way, hold on a second. I have a question from the field. Please explain how businesses sign up for BLAP, because I actually have a business coming right after you that is going to want to be on there. So explain, if I'm a business and I want to get on BLAP, how do I do it?
You know what? Leave me you guys can email me. Go follow BLAP the app on IG or email me at helloblap@gmail and I'll send you an invite.
All right. So you've got it. Hello BLAP on email. And you said helloblap@gmail.com. That's how you're going to do it. And it's BLAPP. You can see it on the screen. I left it up there so you guys can write it down. Go and download BLAP. You can get it in the App Store if you're on Mac, iPhones, or if you're on Google. I think it's also available for iOS, right?
On Android, yes.
For Android, so you can get it for both. Download BLAP today and go on a treasure hunt. Latasha Brown is on a treasure hunt using your app, John. I'm going to tell you right now, Latasha Brown of Black Voters Matter has your app in her hand as she and her G-Baby are out there doing a buy Black treasure hunt today. And anyone can do this, you guys. I encourage you to do it. BLAP is amazing. Thank you, John. You're forgiven for going to East.
I love you, Joy. Thank you.
Nothing you can do about it. I love you right back. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. This is brilliant. And now listen, because the next person I want to bring up is actually a family member. She's part of the Team TJRS family, but she's also an entrepreneur. And she is amazing. She has something pretty fabulous that you all need, because you know what's not classy? Being ashy. You know what nobody likes? An ashy person. You know who everybody rejects in this world? An ashy fool. You don't want to be ashy. What you want is to be moisturized properly. It's really important that you are moisturized, but you also want to choose the right stuff. Everybody knows the Shea Butter Man. If you're in Harlem, you can go and you can get the Shea Butter everywhere, but it's not this Shea Butter. I'm gonna tell you the Shea Butter that I use, the one that I had to put on today because I was out doing errands with my Auntie Dolly. Came back ashy, and I had to moisturize. I had to grab and moisturize. Wanjira, please come to the stage. Let me get Wanjira on stage. Hold on. She is okay. Where's Wanjira? We call her Where's Wanjira. She's muted and also doesn't have her camera on. She was not ready for prime time. This isn't prime time. She wasn't ready. Let me let Wanjira get right. You guys have to have the Wanjira experience. It's an experience. It's a lifestyle. Wanjira herself is a lifestyle. So if we can get her to come on, because she's got Wanjira ain't ready for Wanjira. You're supposed to be a tech genius. What is happening?
I know.
And you're too close. You're too close. Because she might be near me. Okay, you need to come just pop on here. Pop on. Okay, Wanjira's gonna come. I'm gonna scooch on over, y'all. We just doing this on the fly. That's why we're live. We're doing a live and we're doing it live. Wanjira Banfield, everyone. Here she is. Everyone, hey, this is Wanjira. She is part of the Team TJRS family. Please give her a hello in the chat. Wanji, she is behind the scenes. Sometimes she's back there moderating, putting y'all little comments on the screen, helping us out. But she and I have been friends since radio days. We go back to News Talk 1080 WTPS. And she did all the PR stuff, but she's also got an amazing product that's going to be on BLAP, right?
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna email him right now.
Okay, we're gonna email him right after.
Definitely.
So this is an amazing shea butter. I'm gonna let you explain it. Let me move out of the way so you can use the mic.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, readers. Okay, guys, this is incredible. This is not your ordinary shea butter. This is called Maison du Shea, rare Nilotica shea butter from East Africa. I think a lot of the shea butter that we have been using is derived from the West. And what it is kind of a little bit rougher, kind of shea nut, a little waxy. And there's a whole process. And so it becomes really hard. And if you're trying to do any formulations, it's really difficult What the East Coast shea butter does, it's smooth, it's soft. You know it.
Yeah.
Joy tries to steal all of it, guys. I'm trying to tell you. Like she's
I steal all the shea.
Literally takes all of it. It is premium gold, rare Nilotica shea butter. Absolutely incredible. So full of nutrients. The difference is the soil. You know, the soil, East African soil, it's right by the Nile. It's nutrient rich. It's incredible. It's amazing. And
can we open one? Do you mind if I open one?
absolutely.
So what I want to show you guys, and because it's Small Business Saturday, we're supporting small businesses. By the way, keep shouting out your small businesses. But we out here doing small businesses. And I want to also note, I forgot to say this. Sean's going to kill me. If you guys want to buy anything from the Joy Reid shop, which is shop.joyreid.com, where also this shea butter will be, you're getting 25% off anything you buy in the shop today. So anything you purchase from my small business, which is the Joy Reid shop. So it's shop.joyreid.com or shop.joyannreid.com. 25% off. So I want to make sure that you let y'all know. And that's all the way through the end of Monday. We're going to go all the way through the end of Cyber Monday. So you guys can get stuff if you want to get like little shop stuff for your holiday. But I'm going to open this for y'all because this is like incredible. So this one, this is the traditional color shea butter, what you're used to. But can you open the other one?
There's gold. There's also a Choco Nilotica. So it's the same thing, but it's heat pressed. So it's the women love it because it's nice and velvety, but the men really, it's perfect for beards, bald heads. It's not greasy, it's smooth. I mean, it has a nice roasty scent. I mean, once you feel it, I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to literally fall in love. This is shea butter your skin has never felt in its entire life. This is not your ordinary shea butter. Absolutely not.
So I just want to show you guys this. And so I'm going to have to buy this one because I'm about to dip my finger in it. So she's going to be like, well, I can't sell that now. So I'm purchasing this one, guys. This is the one I'm buying right now. This is what I have to show you about the shea butter. Look, it's soft and it's like whipped butter. But it comes like this, right? So you're not doing anything and putting chemicals in it to make it like this.
Absolutely not. And I think that's one of the biggest differences when we're comparing between the West African shea and the East African shea. If you look at some of the bottles from the West African shea or walk down 125th Street along that corridor and you're just picking up that shea.
From the shea butter man.
From the shea butter man, you know, and it'll say some of it like microwave it for 15 seconds. I try to microwave shea
We don't want to microwave it.
It'll just burn away all those nutrients or keep it in a hot water for it to melt. This comes exactly as it is.
Soft and whipped.
Soft and whipped.
And so here's the other piece of this. So what's in this shea butter besides shea butter?
It's just shea butter, baby.
So there's no chemicals in here.
Shea butter.
It's just straight. So y'all, this is pure from Kenya.
Raw, just pure, just clean, unprocessed, vitamin rich, organic. I mean, you name it. It is just straight from the tree to the root to to me. It is completely shea butter. And
so if you want to look like moisturized Obama, is what you're saying.
That's exactly. That's
if you moisturize Obama.
Moisturize Obama. And it's perfect. It's perfect as we formulate too. So that's one of the biggest things, especially with the Nilotica Gold. That one is pure raw shea butter. It's cold pressed, easy to formulate. If you have a scent that you really like, lavender or what's your favorite scent? I know you like it.
I do like a lavender because it's calming.
It is calming.
So if I wanted to do a lavender, so what it is that because there's nothing in here but shea butter,
that's it.
You can add scent to it to make it smell however you want. So if you want to have it smell like lavender or whatever, you just add it.
And it formulates easily because you can't do that with the other shea because there's a lot of whipping and other stuff that's happening. This one just formulates easily and melts deeply into your skin like butter, baby.
Like butter, baby. Okay, so if y'all want to like be soft and supple and you don't want to be ashy, because ashy's not classy.
Ashy's not classy.
Nobody likes an ashy person. I'm just saying. I mean, somebody likes an ashy because ashy people get love too, but it ain't real love. Like, they love them, but they really want to tell them that they ashy. They try to be nice and saying that. But this is fabulous. So there are two kinds here that you have for sale, and they're 25% off on today.
Yes, you can go to mysonduche.com. It's also 25% off just for readers.
Now, you just said something that sounded like another language. You have to spell that out. Maison Duche.
So the name of the company is Maison
Duche.
It's rare Nilotica shea butter.
Okay, so you go to MAISONDUSHEA. MAISON Maison DUSHEA.com. Rare Nilotica shea butter. If you guys buy that, and we're gonna do this 25%. Can we do it through Monday night? Do you mind?
Yeah, there's a promo code for Joy. Just put Joy in the promo code. Joy, baby, it's Joy.
The promo code is Joy. It's the best promo code ever. Okay, so if you guys want to buy this, you're gonna go to MaisonDuche.com. You're gonna get 25% off all the way through. Can we do midnight?
11:59?
Monday 11:59.
Done.
Monday 11:59. Look, I made a deal. Look, but always making it. You got to make deals. It's very important. You gotta make deals. You know, yeah. So we made a deal right there. Thank you,
This is
love.
amazing. Thank
We're
you
gonna
so
have
much.
Wanji come back in, pop back in
Bye,
later, and
guys.
remind you guys 25% off all the way through. We're gonna do it through 11:59 p.m. and we're also doing 25% off all the merch. So can I just take a break because we're waiting for our next guest to come on? But I want to show you guys just some of the merch. We got samples of it because we wanted to show you guys what's happening, just so y'all can see the kind of stuff we have. Because people are always like, do merch. Somebody said in the chat that I should do a glasses emoji for the show. We're trying to figure out a glasses emoji. Wanji and I were working on this because, again, she is a PR person extraordinaire. So we were talking about doing little books or a little book or glasses. So let's vote right now. We're going to let the folks that are on Small Business Saturday, you guys can vote. Do you think our emoji should be a little glasses person or a little book? Because it's readers and it rhymes with READ. It says wait a minute. Why did Wanji, why did B. Sadiq Alexander say my ashiness is my Nigerian in me? The chat is wild. Sadiq said, I am proud of my ashi. Don't try to take it from me. I will be ashy to show who I am. No, haha. You know, the Africans go, haha. They laugh like that. Haha. People are saying that Wanji is adorable. Don't get her head big. She can see what's in the chat, y'all. Her ego is going to be out of control. So Wanji, she locked down with us. We're like a whole big family. Our extended family includes Miss Wanjira. So you've now had the Wanjira experience. Wanji locked down with us during COVID. So we were like, literally, like, she was like my other child that was living here in the house. She's our kid's fairy godmother. We've known each other forever. And if I ever get in any trouble running around, it's because I'm with her. Because Wanjira's a whole mess. She's a whole experience. We're going to be doing more stuff with Wanjira. She's going to have great new content coming out. She's got so much to say. She's got such a fascinating and amazing story. And not just what she's doing with Maison du Shea, but the shea butter thing for many, many, many years. She's been, whenever she goes to Kenya on a trip to Kenya, she and I are both half African and half Caribbean. So we have that in common. And her half is her half is Kenyan. So, you know, she a Kenyan supremacist. So she out there thinking the Kenyans is bad. But my half is Congolese. Her half is Trini. Her Caribbean half is Trini. And my Caribbean half is Guyanese. So we rivals on both sides. We clash on both sides. And we're both super extra. So she's more extra than me. But you guys are going to be having the Wanjira experience more. So you guys are meeting some of the Team TJRS family. I love the idea that we can bring people to the stage who you guys see behind the scenes. So that way you guys can see. People are saying glasses. I think we're going to end up doing glasses, Wanj. I think the people want the glasses, Wanj. What do you think?
I mean, yeah.
Somebody said a book wearing glasses. A book with glasses on. I kind of like that. Glasses reading a book. Everyone likes the glasses. The problem with the glasses, that's the only thing I'm going to say is, you know, I have my readers on right now. I used to wear glasses. I grew up wearing glasses. I was the kid with the Coke bottle glasses, and people, you know, luckily I had a sense of humor so I could get out of getting teased and bullied too much. And I was athletic. So I was like a sporty shorty, but I had the Coke bottle glasses. So I definitely got teased for it. Then I grew up, you know, got older. I went and I was never eligible for the surgery. You know how everybody does LASIK? I was ineligible for it because I was so nearsighted and had such bad astigmatisms that I wasn't eligible. So why in 2017, when I was still working at Ms. Now, it's called Ms. Now. When I was working at Ms. Now, I went and got the surgery from the doctor. Shouts out to Dr. Coster in New York. And he gave me this PRK surgery that then allowed me to get LASIK. And so now I don't need glasses other than to read. But then all the cute glasses came out. I'm like, as soon as I didn't need glasses to wear all the time, all the cute glasses went out. I'll tell you guys one inside story since you guys are on this chat and taking time out on your Small Business Saturday to hang out with me. Somebody said I need to put on a glasses line. Ooh, Amani Umoja with a fabulous idea. I love this idea. I think I might do a glasses line. I need to partner with a company. We're going to figure out a company I can partner with. We'll try to find a Black-owned company if we can. So if you know of a company that would maybe partner with me to do a glasses line, I think I would do that. I think that's fabulous. But when I finally got my surgery and all the cute glasses came out. And so now I don't need glasses all the time just to read and also hear, because I want to be able to read the screen. Because normally we do the show from the studio. This is the other studio where you can see this is, if you guys are late, this is the basement studio. So I'm in a different part of the studio. And so I'm having to read the screen in StreamYard. So now I'm like, I need my glasses on. And I didn't even really need them. Now I don't need them all the time, but I need them now. So I need them to read. So we'll maybe do a glasses wearing a book or glasses reading a book. We've got here day sexo happiness. What is this called? Day something happiness. Said my mother got in my head by telling me they were my superhero disguise. Oh, daisies. Is it daisies? Oh, Daisy equals happiness. I love that. I love that. Winnie, your glasses are your super. My daughter, I'm telling her, they're your superhero. I wish my mom had told me that. She just told me, my mother would just say, those children are making fun of you, just jealous of you. They, then one day they're gonna want to work for you. They're gonna want a job from you. Don't listen to them. They're just jealous. That's what she would say. Everything I said, this person made fun of me. They're just jealous. They're just jealous. That was always her thing. They're just jealous. She didn't have no further explanation that was any deeper than that. They're just jealous. They're gonna come work for you one day. They're gonna need a job. Like, okay, no problem. Book with glasses emoji, I think, is winning. But this Small Business Saturday is important because look, again, as John said, John Laster from BLAP, make sure that you download BLAP today. There are other apps. I think it's called Blue app that also will let you buy blue if you want to buy from companies who have the values that you espouse as a blue leaning American. Oh, you look fab in the glasses. Thank you very much, sis Butterfly. 1619, love the 1619, appreciate that. Typical Guyanese, absolutely rainbow sun one. Typical Guyanese. What is it? My mom said, you must be doing something wrong. That's a total West Indian mom. You come home and be like, somebody bullied me. What did you do? How is this? And if it's an African mom, it's worse. See, I didn't have the African mom, but I've heard about them. They're worse than the West Indian mom. No. You have to go and be a nurse. You go and oh gosh, my mother did not live, unfortunately, to see me not become a doctor because that was her plan. Let me show y'all some merch. Wanj, is it okay if I show some merch? Yeah. Let me show some merch. Okay, so these are the socks. I do love these because they are very soft and supple. They're very squish and very fun. So we got the little merch. We did a t-shirt version. I mean, a long sleeve version because people love this. I wore the t-shirt version of this on the I've Had It podcast, and it made the righties just go nuts. It says F Trump, free Palestine, free DC, Libertad, Puerto Rico, hey, free Ukraine. We got free Sudan. We've got end poverty. We've got stop the wars. That's right. Let me see what we got here. We got no misogyny, end racism, and we've got embrace immigrants. Yes. And embrace immigrants, trans, bis, GNCs, and the gays. The joyreidShow.com. We're embracing everybody. Winnie had to remind me because GNC is gender non-conforming. We're putting everybody on here. Okay, Winnie's gonna, pass me some more things. All right, so that's one little piece of merch. This is the one I'm wearing now. I showed you guys earlier. This is actually my kind of favorite new one. I just got this sample yesterday and I love it so much. Here's the back. We love that. Okay, here's another one. This is the one I actually wear all the time. When I try to go out and be in disguise, my kids are like, that's not a disguise.
You have your own name on your
My name is on, but I feel like it's like I'm throwing people off. Because why would I be wearing my own name? That doesn't even make sense. It is a disguise. I'm hiding in plain sight. This is the Joy Reid Show with the Joy Reid Show on the front. And what people love about this one, this actually is very popular in the shop because on the back it says resist. I know it's backwards on the screen. It says resist on the back. So people do love that one. Let me show y'all what I actually carry everywhere. I can't even show you because it's so full of my stuff. This is my favorite thing. This is the sample. The real one, this is purple. So I redid it. I redesigned it to make it purple. But it says, don't blame me. I voted for the prosecutor. It also says, I'm a reader on the top. It also has a little bucket here where you can put your different various things. What have I got in here? Oh, well, I got to throw that out. Let's see. We got another side here. So it's got a lot. It's very big. As you can see, I have a ton of stuff in here. You can put a laptop in here. You can put books in there. So I do love that. This is the next thing I bought that I actually really love. We're like Home Shopping Network here. This is the blanket. When I tell you this is the softest blanket ever. It's so soft. Is it upside down? Oh, let me turn it around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit anxious because you're never coming around. Turn around. Okay, we also have these which are the orderly shirts. So this was a quote that I gave on Charlemagne's show on the Breakfast Club, and it's orderly is insufficient in the face of fascism. And on the back, it's got, of course, the logo. Bloop. So we got a lot of stuff. We actually have some bags. I've got a bag full of other merch. So this is one of the bags, which is a cute tote bag you can take to the gym, or you can take it wherever you want to go. We've got a cup. You can put a lot of stuff in. It's got a little straw doohickey. I'm not good at this. It's just a cup. Is it a cup? It's a bottle. It's a bottle cup. Let me give it. No, oh, well, did I do it? Okay. I didn't do a great one. Okay. All right, let me see. Then we're going to go through a few more. We're going to do a few more. Oh, I did the socks. Okay. This one, this is the I'm a Reader. And it's I'm a Reader, intelligent, informed, compassionate, faithful, and joyful. Yeah. And then it's got the logo on the back. It's purple. I don't like that one. We're in that. Some of the samples, they come and I didn't love them. So here's the, and if I didn't love them, then we're taking them out of the shop. And then this one is the other one I really love, which is Immigrants Make America Better, with the logo on the back. So this is the sample of the, if you want to cook, but it says let her cook. The real one says let her cook or let him cook on it. Yeah, it's too late for let them cook. That's true. And then I've got the regular resist long sleeve. So we got a lot of different stuff. We don't have to show everything, but I just want to let y'all know that we have a lot of cool merch. We have hats. We have all kind of cute stuff. We have bags. We have all kind of, oh, this is one that I'm actually sending to Al Green. So if Al Green, hopefully he's not watching, he doesn't know, but it says, like Al Green, I'm a liberated Democrat. We also have t-shirts in that. So that's my sample demonstration for the day. Thank y'all for tuning in for that. But let me get back to talking about why it's important to do this today. It says here, love your Joy and your merch. Thank you very much. How do we order the hoodie? So you can get the hoodie if you go on shop.joyreid.com. We also have some of the merch that's actually showing if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're watching on Substack. If you're on Substack, you can just hit shop and you can just go right on it. Some of the merch is actually here. You can just click and go. This one is super soft and plush. We did a whole line of Team TJRS, but on the back, this one is the Black and Proud. We've got a spicy white because, you know, our spicy whites need to have their own logo. So we got this one with a spicy white on the back. We got one with a Latino and proud, a Latina and proud on the back. We got an LGBTQ and proud on the back. So on the back, it says like a saying, right? And so this one is for the Blacks. We got the Latino one. We got an AAPI one. We've got a nerd one and a blurred one, because you need a nerd and a blurred. So we're making sure we have everybody covered. If there's somebody that is not covered, if you're in the shop and you don't see something on the back that represents you, hit us up. Let us know. You can always reach us at readers@thejoyreidshow.com. readers@thejoyreidshow.com. Give us ideas if there's merch that you want to see, if there's stuff you want us to have in the store, if we've missed out on one of your categories, because we want everybody to feel included. The Team TJRS family is big and broad, and all the people are in it. I always say when I do speeches, we've got the bigger, better team. We've got the bigger, better team because we've got all the people in it. The other side are sort of unipolar. They're all mainly white. They've got some non-whites in it, but it's a very monoracial monoculture. And they don't let you in unless you're a Christian. Look at what they do to Cash Patel and all these other. They like giving them hell. They're giving them hell. They're giving, you know, all of the people who are in their team who want to be part of their team, but they are AAPI or they're Hindu, they're not Christian. They're giving them a hard time. Somebody says they need the nerd one. You can go right on there. Is that Adrena Nicole? You can go right on shop.joyreid.com. You can get the nerd one. You can get a blurred one. readers@thejoyreidshow.com. But you can just go to shop.joyreidshow.com or shop.joyreid.com or shop.joyannreid.com. All of them. We kind of made it really all the different possibilities of my name so that anybody who messes it up, you're going to still get to it. And if you buy before 11:59 p.m. on Monday, so we're going to go all the way through Cyber Monday, you get 25% off. So we're giving you 25% off, everyone. New member, thank you very much. Violet L, we appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member of Team TJRS. So yes, it's gonna. Somebody said, "Look how they did all win." So no, we keep it. So we keep it all in the family. We make sure that it's a family. We're a small family-owned business, family, and also extended family, because the Wanjira experience, she's part of our extended family, and so we appreciate you, Winsome. Thank you very much for helping us show the goods and put them out there. But yes, this is what we're basically doing. Some people are saying cannot post comments to some destinations. I will explain that now. Because of me, I could say I love puppies and the right-wing trolls would still come for me. Like, they're just trolly and weird. And they like to pile into our comments and make the experience unpleasant for the people who just want to come in and have community. We want the TJRS comment world to be a place where people feel welcomed and people feel comfortable. Somebody said any with no hoodie. Yes, Sherelle Dortch, there are some that are the long sleeve that don't have a hood. So yes, there are some that are long sleeve. They're like a long sleeve hoodie style tee, but they don't have a hood. So yes, there are some without a hood. People are saying, "Hey, Wanj." Oh, people already calling her Wanj. They done already said she family with they done already shorten the name. We do call her Wanj, so that's true. But the reality is, yes, is that we do not like trolling. I don't mind disagreement. We actually will not, Miles and the other folks who moderate in the chat, you'll notice our moderators are very aggressive, but they won't take you out of the moderating chat for disagreeing. You can disagree. We love healthy debate in the chat. We love differences of opinion. I don't even mind if you're a Republican. I just need you to explain it to me. But you can, I don't mind if you're a Republican in this era. If you're a Republican, I need to hear more. I need more explanation. But you can be in the chat. But if you start bullying people and wearing people out and you start just in there straight trolling, we don't want you in here. And I figure if you're going to take the time to subscribe, then you're probably going to be a more responsible member. Yes, there are t-shirts. We got people asking, are there t-shirts? Yes, a lot of the same sayings, logos. There's a t-shirt version. We try to make a t-shirt and a hoodie version with all the sayings. If you go in and those are sold out or you don't see the t-shirt version, hit us up at readers@thejoyreidshow.com. We aim to please. We want to make sure that the merch is stuff you like. Do you have I don't know, Wanj, do you have a coffee cup? We have two coffee cups. We have a Reader's coffee cup and we have a Joy Reid Show coffee cup. You see me with it always on the set. I think it got jacked, and we had a family, we had a whole family get together. So I think some merch walked out the door. I think these are the samples, but the kids think they own everything. Even though they're adults, they still act like kids. So they still think they can just take stuff. So we've got yet another person entering the stage who has got an incredible small business that we want her to shine a light on. Shine a light. Candy Carter, welcome to the Joy Reid Show.
Hey, good to see you.
Happy Small Business Saturday. Happy Small Business Saturday. Yes. I'm doing well. We are blessed and highly favored. The chat is spicy on today. Not just the spicy whites, but all the people are spicy. Everybody's spicy on today. Tell us about your small business, good sis.
So I founded shopredbag.com. So on Juneteenth, when I run an e-commerce business, I do things for big media companies. And so we had a lot of Black brands that we were working with. So around before Juneteenth, when the DEI rollbacks happened, so many of our brands were hurt. I mean, ghosted by major retail, inventory being sent back to them, like all the things, going out of business. And I was like, you know what? My little small company already does e-commerce. Why don't I create a platform to, let all of these brands that are being impacted be in one place, right? And we can help promote it with very little resources and only 7 people on my team. We did that and we launched on Juneteenth and we have been able to help more than 80 brands in the store, and we're adding brands every single day be uplifted, especially during the blackout. I mean, my phone is pinging every 2 seconds because America has stepped up. Sales from all over the country. People are supporting these brands. And one thing that's really important is I'm just the platform. So I put the brands on my platform. And when people come and shop at shopredbag.com, the sale goes directly to the brand. They ship it to you.
Yeah, that is fantastic. So I love this because, we were talking earlier in the show, and we've been really doing this since LaTasha Brown came on at the top, that it is not enough to tell people don't shop here.
You need a solution.
You need a solution. You need to have don't shop here, but shop where. I still need things. I still want it, whether I want basics and necessities or I want luxuries. I want my stuff. So talk about the kinds of retailers who are on shopredbag.com.
So here's what's interesting. And you can see it looks like, it's a very generic looking site because I really want to be in competition with Target and Walmart, but with diverse brands.
Yeah.
And what's really important is, yes, this is a Black audience or diverse. If you want to go on Shop Red Bag and you only want to shop Black-owned brands, you can do that. If you only want to shop women-owned brands, you can do that. And so I created a community of communities because I'm not one-dimensional. I'm a Black woman. I have a son with special needs. My husband is a veteran, and I'm Black. I check 4 boxes, right?
Yes.
And so I just want people to know that this is a diverse platform.
Yeah.
And so we have everything. We have coffee. KJ Smith and Sky Black from Sistas, they have their coffee on our store. We have workout items. We have feminine products. We have toilet paper. So I'm trying to bring in brands so that you can come back every month and buy the things that you need in your household. Beauty products. I'm wearing Glamazon, one of our makeup brands. I get my readers from Shop Red Bag. So this is from Vontel. These glasses are from Vontel.
We need to partner with Vontel, Candy. We need to have a separate conversation because the chat wants me to do a glasses line. I need to get with, connect us. Let's do the connect.
Let's do an exclusive glasses line on Shop Red Bag for Joy Reid. Done.
Let's do it. Done.
Vontel, these are 2 Black women who went to Morgan State. So all of our, we've got car cleaning kits. We have men's shaving kits. And here's the best part, Joy, right? This is why I keep telling people. We are boycotting big retail, not only because of the way we've been treated as our various communities, but because they're pushing mass-produced products that are, for the most part, crap. I mean, look at the ingredients. So when you go to Shop Red Bag, I have a Black woman in this store who created the first alternative for petroleum jelly with all natural ingredients.
Wow.
Melon Brand Skin. It's a skincare line for kids with melanin skin, and look at the ingredients on the bottle. It's all natural ingredients. So the products in this store, the quality of the products is actually better than a lot of the mass-produced stuff that we are consuming because they're built by diverse people solving real problems.
Yeah. And this is the thing I think that we have to retrain our brain, Candy, because people just assume, this is like when we were kids and my mom would try to buy generic. And I'd be like, I don't want that. We want name brand. And she would say to us, do you realize that it's all coming out of the same exact factory? It's just the generics go to the left and the real ones go to the right. But most of the time when you're buying name brand foods, etc., it's literally the same as the generic brand that you think is crap, but they've trained your brain to think the Del Monte is better than the Del Ponte, but they're the same thing.
And allow me to take it to the next level. I use Shop Red Bag products every day, right? I am so amazed that these incredible brands with these really high quality products can't get visibility. They can't get into major retail. So we have a brand on the store that has popcorn. Why am I? Betoy Sweet Treats. Ooh. This is a sister from Chicago who has taken the caramel and cheese. You know how their competitor has it separate?
Yes.
Right? She has blended it together and it's in. So when you eat it, the caramel cheese is already in the popcorn.
I love it.
Fighting against Garrett's Popcorn, which has every major, contract in Chicago. And she's got this incredibly delicious product. And so Shop Red Bag is for the little guy. It's for small businesses. It's for diverse businesses who have products that are better than these big mass-produced products, and they cannot get the platform.
Right.
We have the power to uplift these brands and make these brands where they should be, put them where they should be.
And the bottom line is, if they even did make it into the platform, sometimes they'll make it into the platform, but then you'll have a non-Black owned brand or a big brand copy their idea and then mass produce it. There's a woman who's got this incredible TikTok out where she talks about all those Black Santas that people are buying in CVS and Target. They're not even made by Black people. They're made in Malaysia. They're not even really Black owned at all.
Yeah.
So I want Jason just gave me a shout out that Optical Goddess is another company. Definitely got to connect you with her.
Good.
She's a Black woman who sells incredible glasses. We've bought so many glasses from
We
her.
want to get those on here. We do have some plates. We have different things. But listen, let me just put this out there on the homepage, guys. If you just scroll down, if you are a brand and we need you on Shop Red Bag, please come to our homepage and put your brand in, and our brand team will reach out to you. Be patient. Like I said, we're only 7 people, and this isn't even our core business. I just felt that this is something we had to do because we could.
Yes.
And to your point, when I was looking at the outrage online, people were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Where are we supposed to shop? I didn't see a lot of solutions.
Yep.
And so I feel blessed that this is what I can bring to the table. And I'm just asking America to help me out, right? Just help me out, you know, and I feel super blessed. Like Yvette Nicole Brown posted, Holly Robinson Pete, Chelsea Handler's been posting about us. There's a viral sensation who I love, the Woke Ginger. He posted a couple times, several million views. So we know that America wants this. We know that people are like, Trump can take all kinds of things from us, but he ain't gonna take away where I spend my money.
That is, this is our, look, I just wrote a Medgar Evers book. So I'm telling you, this is what he died trying to convince Black people in Jackson, Mississippi. If they don't respect you, don't shop with them. It's what King was saying at the end of his life. He said, don't buy. In his last speech, Dr. King said, he named the bread company. He named Coca-Cola. He said, if they won't hire you, if they won't promote you, if they won't support your small business, if they won't feed into your community, why are you giving them your money? It is the one thing. They can't make you buy it. You're choosing to do business with people who don't even like you.
Don't want you in their store. And so this is my thing. If you aren't going to let us into big retail, we will do it ourselves.
Amen. It's what we've always done.
That is what shopredbag.com is. Follow us on social media because we're actually about to start a GoFundMe and a Kickstarter so that we can get the money to, number one, create an app, number two, market the heck out of this store.
Yes.
Mark my words on this interview with Joy Reid that this store at some point will be in competition with Target and Walmart, and it will be all quality, diverse brands that we can shop our day-to-day. And even now we're getting close. You can get your coffee, you can get your toilet paper. We got a Black-owned company that produces bamboo toilet paper. No more forever chemicals in your behind.
No more. I think this is a t-shirt. I need no more forever chemicals in your behind. Candy Carter. And yes, y'all, people in the thing being there like, is this the Candy Carter from The View? Yes.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Hi.
All the View divas. This is the Candy. It's not just Candy Carter. It's the Candy Carter. And we both went blonde together. So I feel like we family.
I've been coloring my own hair too.
Ooh, come on, diva.
You see my dark coming in, but guess what?
What?
Strands of Faith, best products. Now listen, Strands of Faith is in shopredbag.com.
Okay.
So I washed my hair today, right?
Yeah.
She has a leave-in so that you don't have to wash your hair. You put her conditioner on dry hair. Brings in your natural pattern. Yes, Hunty, Strands of Faith. So guys, go to shopredbag.com. First of all, buy your holiday gifts. Now listen to this.
Yes.
Joy, you're going to love this. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm throwing it out.
Hold on. I'm calling Wanjiri. Wanda, bring that shea butter over here, please. I need to make a connection. See, one of the things that I wanted to do on this live is I'm making connections, y'all. I'm going to get my glasses done between Optical Goddess and the sister you talked about. We're going to get some glasses lines done. And I need to bring in Wanji. So listen, this is another thing that I need you to get on shopredbag.com. This is Maison de Shea. Let you have the Wanjira experience. Come on, everyone needs to have it. Okay, Candy Carter, Wanjira Banfield. This is look, we're doing live introductions on this live. Maison de Shea, extremely high quality. Tell her, East African shea butter. Please tell her.
Very, very, very good.
Oh, girl, your accent alone, you had me at hello.
Hey. And look, this is not like the play shea. This is not, and we love the shea butter man on the corner, but you know the hard stuff where you got to scrape it with your nails and then you got to moisturize it in your hand with the heat in your hand. No, ma'am. This is moist, whipped,
velvety, smooth,
velvety, real, baby. This needs to be in shopredbag.com.
You're in. Just connect me. But that's my point. That's my point. The products in this store, we have, okay, but wait, let me just say this. So here's the status. If every American adult moved just one $40 gift from big retailers to small businesses, that would be $10 billion redirected to small businesses.
$10 billion.
One gift, every
One.
American.
One.
One.
And listen, we had the brother from BLAP on earlier, and he made a really great point, which is all you have to do is change one thing a month.
One thing?
One thing a month. And look, I'm going to give you as a challenge. Everybody in the chat, this is my challenge. Shift one purchase a month to BLAP. And shift one purchase a month to shopreidbag.com. That's it. This is easy. We're not trying to get you to do everything. Just try for the next 2 months. You're shifting two things.
One a month.
One a month. Yeah. And that's all you have to do is shift, and you make this small shift in your habits. Once it becomes a habit, you won't even remember you used to shop at Target. Because why? You don't need to shop in there. ShopReidBag.com has everything that you can get in Target, and it's better quality, not full of forever chemicals. What did you say? No more forever chemicals in your booty?
No more forever chemicals in your butt. Think about it. You're wiping your butt with forever chemicals. Let's just talk about Campbell's soup. Let's just talk about the dude working there talking about how crappy the product is. How it's not real food. By the way, we've got cha-cha, we've got barbecue sauces, we've got the best lip balm on the planet.
Oh, I need that. I need that.
Nicole Ari Parker, her whole line is in Shop Red Bag. So come on, sisters. With your edges trying to work out, it's all here.
Get the edges together. And also, if you're blonding your hair, you need really great moisturizer. Blonde hair, Candy can tell you, it gets drier. So I'm gonna be looking on shopreidbag.com for some moisturizer to make sure that I keep my hair in good point, because I do use my Sacred for my edges. You know, I do like my Sacred, but we want to make sure that we're using these products. You don't have to go to Procter & Gamble. You don't have to go to these companies. There are so many entrepreneurs creating amazing products. You can't find them because they're not at Target. They're not at Walmart. They're not where you shop, but you only shop in there because you've been trained to shop there. But you don't have to. You don't have to.
100%. And look, so we're doing 20% off between November 26th to December 2nd. But what we tried to also do just year round is free shipping. Because here's the truth of the matter. I love my people. But you know, folks get in the comments and they're like, well, if it's more expensive than Bounty, listen, guys, these are small businesses. They do not have the money, or you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to help by offering free shipping, right? We're trying to bake in the free shipping so that you guys will come, you know? And so you makeup, skincare products. We have great combs, detain, all the things. And be patient with us. We've only been up for 6 months. Like what we've been able to do in 6 months is insane. There's now over 80 brands. We're literally adding brands every day. We need more LGBTQIA+ brands. I'm putting that out there.
Put it out.
Brands.
Put it out.
Ability-owned brands.
Put it out. Put it out. Candy Carter, my friend, thank you so much. I appreciate you, good sis. I will see you in New York next time I'm in the city. And I'm going to connect you with Wanjira so that Wanjira's brand, which is this amazing maison de chez, can get in. I really think it's perfect. It's perfect for shopreidbag.com.
Yeah, I love it. It's right in alignment. But like I said, quality, diverse brands. Guys, please come out. I put on a video the other day. I said, you showed up and showed out.
Come on, do it.
Showed out. ShopReidBag.com. Share it with all your friends. If you're on social media and people are posting about the blackout, go in the comments and say, y'all, check out Shop Red Bag.
Do it. Do it. Do it. And y'all put a hashtag ShopReidBag and also put the hashtag readers. If you shop on shopreidbag.com, make sure you post about it. Post about it. Hit that shopreidbag.com hashtag, but also put in readers so Candy will know that you came with us, that you're part of Team TJRS. You can also hashtag Team TJRS. Please go.
Right. One of your folks just said we do have a DEI rollback collection. So you can go on there and browse categories. You can shop veteran, you can shop disability, you can shop Black-owned, women-owned, DEI rollback collection. So these are brands directly impacted by the rollbacks. So, and there's videos on the store where you can see the founders talking about why it's so important. Thank you. I appreciate you. They said, good luck. We got your back. I love you guys so much.
Love it. No, the chat is amazing. We love our chat posts.
I got to come back. I like this.
I have to show you this one person because we had it up earlier, but I have to put it back up again. It said, I am looking at candied yam coffee. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, I love it. When we say shut up, it's positive, everybody who's not in the community.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Candy. Love you.
All right, bye, guys.
All right, bye. We love that. That's incredible. We got a new member, Team TJRS, Sugar Bear Academy Reading, Recovery, and Intervention Program, kindergarten to grade 10. We're Black-owned. If your child needs reading help, connect with us. Also, shopredbag.com. Make sure that you guys get involved with shopredbag.com so you guys can patronize that. We've got BLAP, the BLAP app, which is another alternative to shopping at Walmart and Target and all of those places you normally shop. So what we tried to do today is try to give you guys alternatives. You do not have to only patronize the big boys. We've only been trained to believe that they're the only places to go. There are so many other places you can shop, but I cannot leave out our own little small business on this Small Business Saturday. Please support the Joy Reid Show. Please make sure, I'm gonna give you guys an assignment. Tell 5 friends to subscribe to the show. I still go all over the place. I do speaking engagements, I do book things, I do all this stuff, and I still have like 3 in 10 people who come up to me say, oh my God, where can I find you? Somebody said, hi, auntie. Hey, how you doing, niece and nephew? Oh, Lorraine, hey, niece. They say, how can I find you? Or my mom loves you. You know, my auntie, my grandma loves you. My dad loves you. We miss you so much on MSNBC, which is Ms. Now. It's called Ms. Now. And they say, we miss you so much on Ms. Now. But it's interesting because there is somewhat of a difference, because my spicy whites come up to me and they say, we miss you so much. Oh my God, MSNBC is not the same without you. They still call it MSNBC. Branding note, it's very hard to switch your brand. People will still say, I still miss you on MSNBC because they don't call it Ms. Now, which is what I call it, because that's what it says. It says Ms. Now. And they say, we miss you. But baby, when the blacks come up to me, the blacks say, I'll never watch MSNBC again. That's the difference. I always know what's happening. They come at me, and it's 2 kinds of people to come up to me. My amazing spicy whites come and say, oh my God, MSNBC is not the same without you. And my blacks come up to me and say, never again. I turned that TV off. Busted! They lose it. They're like, we're never going to watch again. We love it. Somebody said, I love how you say Ms. Now. I mean, I'm just saying the name. I'm literally just saying the name. And it is very interesting. But that is my clear demographic difference, because people come up to me everywhere. Airports, everywhere. I'm going out to, I got busted in Michael's the other day because I was buying something in Michael's. And they were like, and you know what they said at the end of the interaction? I'm never watching MSNBC again. Somebody said, we left MSNBC when you left. You left MSNBC, but MSNBC also left. It's now Ms. Now. They also left. They left and they called themselves Ms. Now. That's my radio voice. So anyway, yes, the shea butter, they said we've been sharing. They said it's unscented. Yes. And I'm going to let you guys know it is unscented shea butter. Thank you for that note. That is what Marilyn Love made you know, because what it is, it's natural raw shea butter. So if you go on to, there it is maisondushea.com. That is how you spell it. Maison, M-A-I-S-O-N, if you don't speak le français. Maisondushea.com. It is natural shea butter, and you've got the dark color one. Wanjir, why is it dark? It's roasted. So it's roasted, nutty, dark shea butter that the dudes tend to like. The brothers tend to like. And then there's the light creamy one that, you know, this is the one that I tend to be the one that I use. And it's called Gold, right? So this is the darker one, and it's roasted. And that's the difference between the two, but it's super soft, like what you normally will find in Target or wherever, where they've added chemicals to soften it. And this is the thing you need to understand. And Candy Carter just made this point, which is why I think Candy and Wanji need to come together. Because what people will sell us, because they don't value us, they don't think we're as valuable or important, is they will sell us crap. They will sell us stuff with additives and preservatives and chemicals. You hear how we found out even our little wigs? Black women were wearing all these wigs. We found out that the chemicals we're using to straighten our hair. Black people came to America with the technology and the understanding of chemicals that could do all things like straighten your hair. They had all that knowledge, but instead of using it, they'll use what's sold back to us with chemicals and additives and preservatives. You know, back in the day, the indigenous people used to smoke pure tobacco, and that wasn't killing them because they were living to be real old. And then the tobacco companies enslaved the indigenous, then enslaved blacks, put them on plantations to grow natural tobacco, and then mixed it with all kind of shit. and they put all kind of nicotine and all kind of, I think there's arsenic in it. They put all these additives and preservatives in it, made it incredibly addictive, and then it started killing people. But I'm sure what the indigenous people were smoking in their pipes wasn't killing them. But once the companies got it, this is why, and I told Jason this, he didn't believe me. I'm telling you, I'm like, this is going to happen to weed. Mark my words. People are going to be suddenly buying weed from Philip Morris, and it's not going to be weed. It's going to be weed and all these other preservatives. So shea butter is the same thing. Black folks been using shea butter. It's like a thing that grows in Africa. And then what happens is the big companies get a hold to it. They get it. And all of a sudden, it's not just shea butter. It's shea butter. And then you start reading the list of ingredients on the back. And the list is like mad long because it's lecithin, this, and all these complicated names you can't even pronounce because they're trying to make it soft and supple and putting scent and fragrance in it. The reason you want to buy shea butter that's unscented is there's nothing in it except shea butter. It's just whipped. It's not even whipped. This isn't even whipped. This is how it comes out. And so once you're buying this, it's going to cost you a little more, but it's also going to last you longer. You know how much of this you use? If you take a big scoop of this with 3 fingers, you can moisturize your whole body and your neighbor. And you don't want that because they don't want you rubbing on them like that. You're going to get me too. You only need like a tiny little bit of this shea butter because it's so emollient that you don't. So it's going to cost you more for the quality, but it's going to last you longer. And right now, it's not even going to cost you as much because you get 25% off if you get it. If you go to maisondeshay.com and you put in Joy, that's my name, you will get 25% off. So you can try it and see how it works for you. And then if you want scent, you can add whatever you want. You can order those little vials that you order of just really pure. Don't get the chemical stuff. Be very careful how you shop. Don't buy stuff with a lot of chemicals. Now you're just defeating the purpose of buying the natural. Buy some nice natural scents, lavender, or whatever you want. You can get the pure little bottle, add it, mix it up. Mix it, and then you can use it to your heart's content. And now you're using something. We got to get our ancestor vibe back. We've got to get our ancestor vibe back. And we got to start using the things that we learned from our grandmothers and great grandmothers. They didn't use all this chemical crap. We're now addicted to like, we have to get it from Amazon. I need it, so I'm going to get it from Amazon. We don't even think, well, if I just went on Black, maybe I can find it too. We're just trained. We've been trained badly. We've been trained poorly. And the corporate America who's training us to shop with it, including making Christmas. Like Christmas was made by Macy's because they just want you to shop. Because as Latasha Brown taught us in the top of this live, these businesses generally go into the red, meaning they are underwater financially until this season. And when they realized that you could get people to stock up on Christmas presents for their kids, these companies generally go into the black starting on Black Friday because right after Christmas, people are full of tryptophan from the turkey, which, why are we doing that? Because the pilgrims ate turkey. The pilgrims. So now we feel like we got to have a turkey. We got to have a turkey. Why? It's waste. You're going to have it's going to be a carcass in your fridge, but you feel like you got to do it because you've been trained, even though you claim you read the 1619 Project and you don't believe the bullshit about the pilgrims, but you're still doing it because you're like trained. Your brain is trained. It's a tradition. So I got to buy this thing. And then I got to buy all these gifts. And the kids probably play with the box more than the gifts. And they're not even enjoying it. Remember, as a kid, you're buying Barbies that weren't even Black. And so the reality is then people try to do Kwanzaa and everybody laughed at them because like, I don't want no homemade ass gifts. I want the expensive gifts. But we've been trained not to want the homemade gifts. We've been trained not to want the experiences and the love. So this is what we have to train. This is what we're trying to train ourselves to be different and to behave differently. And right now, MAGA has told us they don't want us. They don't want to hire us. They don't want to put us in their movies. Hollywood done kicked all the Blacks unemployed in Hollywood, driving Uber, all the Black actors, Black writers, Black creators. You're literally seeing Black folks who made hit series not working right now and not getting their stuff greenlit in Hollywood. How is that happening? How is that even possible? Because the Hollywood, the fake ass liberals over there who have pretended to be liberal all these years, the minute Trump said no DEI, they went, good, get rid of the Blacks. And clearly they weren't keeping it real when they did it with George Floyd. They just did it because they felt they had to. And now that they don't have to, well, we don't have to buy their shit. How about that? Where is our Netflix? Where is the person like the guy who, our brother who made Blab or Candy Carter to make us a Netflix? Why do we have to use that? Why are we on Tubi? That's Fox. You know, that's Rupert Murdoch. But they've trained us as Black people to ride the white bus even after the Black buses are who got us through the boycott. The Black buses and Black cabs got them through the boycott. And then after the boycott, the brothers and sisters got back on the main people bus. Why? Giving them their money again. They shouldn't have given them shit. They should have just stayed on the Black buses and stayed in the, look, gypsy cabs preceded Uber. The little Black people had the little gypsy cabs in New York because cabs wouldn't pick us up. Back in the 90s, even early 90s, cabs would not stop for a Black person. And some of them were in immigrant Blacks and immigrant brown and immigrant Southeast Asian, wouldn't stop for us. So people had gypsy cabs. The gypsy cabs would always get you. It would be $1 each way, $1 back, $1 there. And as soon as Uber came along, them gypsy cabs went to the wayside because everybody decided to get in an Uber or get in, or go back in the cab. So here's what I'm saying. This is a perfect opportunity on Small Business Saturday. I know I've gone over a little bit. This is your chance. This is a subscribe-a-thon. It's like a marathon. So the reality is, somebody said this is a holiday gift from, thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is a holiday gift. We're trying to give you guys $1 million worth of game for free. This doesn't even cost you anything. If you want to buy merch, we appreciate it. 25% off. I showed you guys some of the fabulous merch. We got all the good things. I actually use them. I get the samples and I wear them. I use them because I want to experience the softness. I want to feel it. We try to find as many American sourced things as we can, but there aren't a lot and the tariffs are tough. So some things are a little bit more, but if you buy from a smaller business, you're paying sometimes a little bit more of a premium. But number one, you're getting better quality. It's going to last you longer because it's quality, right? So you're paying for the quality, but also the smaller business has bigger overhead. So you're actually helping somebody that you can actually determine who they are. It's not a nameless, faceless corporation with a board of directors. You realize most of these CEOs are paid in stock, right? They're paid in stock. They're not paid in money. When people were paid in money, when they got a paycheck, then CEOs made about 4 times what the average person in the company made. Now, because they get paid in stock, their main incentive and motive, as Tom Hartman always says, one of my favorite radio guys, their main incentive is to increase the value of the stock. How do you increase the value of your stock? Lay a lot of people off. When you reduce the cost of employment, you actually increase the cost of your service. Go back to the slavery model. I always go back to it. Perfect capitalism is slavery, low cost labor, high income, extremely high income cotton labor, because cotton was so valued and the cost is super low. That's capitalism. Capitalism was born in America. Modern day capitalism is slavery. And so now they're trying to keep that cost low. So they lay people off, then the stock goes up and the CEO gets more money because they're paid in stock. So why are we supporting that business? Why not support Maison de Chez or support the Blap app or support Red Bag, our Red Bag sister? Why not support them? It's the same thing. You're getting the same products, but they're quality. They don't have forever chemicals in them. They're not going to kill you. All them weaves y'all are buying, they're going to kill you. Look, Verizon just laid off over 13,000 people, says DIY Space. Why are we supporting that? Yes to Tom Hartman. Tom Hartman is a legend. That's one of my favorite radio guys. Always listen to him. But you should listen to what he's saying because he's right. Robert Reich, also brilliant. Follow Robert Reich. He'll tell you. So follow his Substack. Robert Reich has a great Substack. I also have a Substack at joyannreid.com. Please follow that. You can subscribe for free, but if you want to comment, it's $8 a month if you want to be a commenter, and then we'll do special lives with you if you're a commenter. So you can do that if you want to sow a seed into this business. On this here, those of you who are donating, thank you for the donations. All the donations through Monday at midnight are going to the Greenwood folks. There is a foundation for the survivors of the Tulsa massacre. We're giving all the money to them. UHG has laid off 40,000 people. Somebody says just purchased Robert Reich's book. Excellent. Support Black books. We also have books available at the Joy Reid shop. Every book of every person we have on, including the Greenwood survivor, her family still makes money from that book. So if you go on, and I believe it's called Don't Let Them Don't Let Them Ignore My Story, I believe is the name of her book, but it is in the shop. So if you go in there, you can buy her book, Mother Randall, and you can buy her book, and that will help her family. Buy people's books. The discount is Joy. For those of you who want the discount, if you just put in the discount, if you want to purchase Maison de Chez, put Joy in at the checkout. If you put that in, you're going to get 25% off. Wanji, 25% off? 25% off. I have to check with Wanjira. You have to always check with the young people because you never know what they're going to do. You have to watch them. You have to keep a weather eye on them. This is my auntie finger. You got to keep a weather eye on the young people. Winnie's over there laughing at me. It's okay. It's fine. I don't mind being mocked. The bottom line is, the people say we love books. So what we've taken out of this, I want to put this up one more time because she put it up earlier. Sugar Bees Academy. Let me show her again. Sugar Bees Academy, Reading Recovery and Intervention Program, K through 10, Black owned. If your child needs reading, connect with us. Sugar Bees, can you please put back on how people can connect with you? If you have a website, Sugar Bees Academy, or do you want us to Google it? You got to watch them. Christy Blackman, you got to do this. Watch them. Let me put up this comment from Gerald. We have to remember that we are cash cows for corporate America. You must stop. You must stop. It is like a drug. Right. Remember, segregation ended because the businesses realized they were missing out on Black people's money. They didn't respect the Black people any further. They didn't get more respect for Black people. They just took their money and continued to eye roll them behind their back. So what the Black people should have done, rather than necessarily, I mean, yes, we needed to end segregation. I think it's very important. Colleen Cummins, thank you for the $10. That is going to go to the support for the Greenwood folks. We're going to send that money on over. I'm going to get the tiller and I'm going to tell you guys on the Joy Reid Show, if you tune in Monday, 6 to 8 p.m., and it's called justiceforgreenwood.org. That's where your money is going. If you give between now and 11:59 p.m. on Monday, or actually, sorry, this one, the Tulsa gift is to the show because I got to tell the show. I got to tell what we have by the show. So by showtime, 6 p.m. Monday, all that money is going to justiceforgreenwood.org. You can also go directly to justiceforgreenwood.org if you'd like to give directly to them. But we're going to turn over. We're not turning over a percentage. We're not turning over a share of it and keep. No, we're giving all of it. Everything that's been given from showtime, start of show Wednesday, which was 6 p.m., all the way through start of showtime on this coming Monday is going to go to justiceforgreenwood.org. Not a percentage, but all of it. Love your work, Joy, says Pasha Blackful. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you for the $20. That's going to justiceforgreenwood.org because we want to sow seeds. What I wanted to do, the reason I really wanted to do a subscribe-a-thon on today was to just kind of sow a seed and get people to think a little bit differently about the way that we're doing stuff and the way that we're thinking and change our mentality. And also, I want y'all to subscribe, obviously, and like and share. I want you to get 5 friends. Email or text 5 friends, thejoyreidshow.com link, and encourage them to sign up. I cannot tell you how many people still come up to me and say, I miss you so much on Ms. Now. And I really wish you were still there, or I'm never watching it again because you're not there. Where can I find you? How can I support you? And I always just send them straight to thejoyreidshow.com or to joyannreid.bsky.social, which is my Substack. So we want to try to build those because here's the thing. If you want real information and you want it unfiltered and you want it the way Don Lemon and I and Uncle Roland are doing it, Uncle Roland also gives great advice. We support each other. Know that all these creators out here, Jim Acosta, our wonderful friend that I've made friends with since he's left CNN. We never got to meet when we were at CNN, but we are all out here together. Terry Moran, now new friend. Terry, I'm supporting Terry's work. Subscribe to Terry's Substack. Support all of these incredible journalists across the spectrum who are coming out of, it's like at the end of The Wiz when they take off the horrible uniforms and they come out and they sing, Can You Feel a Brand New Day? A lot of us who are in corporate media are waking up and we're coming out here, whether by force, whether we had no choice, like Terry and I and Jim, and Don, we didn't necessarily have a choice, but it was a blessing in the end because now we're able to come out here and we're able to do. I couldn't do this if I was at Ms. Now. They wouldn't let me do it. I wouldn't be allowed to do this. You think I can come out here and do a whole thing where I'm selling shea butter and merch? And I had a boss merch when I was at the ReidOut. The ReidOut merch was beautiful, but I couldn't even sell it. And I didn't want to sell it because it was really gifts that we gave our team. But some of this stuff is like beautiful stuff, and we can support these businesses. Know that when we make this merch, there's a small business at the other end of this who we're using as a vendor. And so please let us know, too, if you know of good Black-owned, minority-owned, LGBTQ-owned, veteran-owned businesses who we can do business with. Because we want to create our products and partner with and empower and bless the small local businesses. Amazon is global. Somebody said local businesses. Amazon is global. You don't need global. Why do you feel like it's somehow better? And I'm not talking about you who posted this, Chris, that somehow shopping with a global business somehow makes it better. It makes it worse because they've done things to try to make it mass produced. If you think about it, if you go to a small burger joint and order a cheeseburger, and it's really small, you're generally going to get a delicious, wonderful natural cheeseburger where the potatoes are real potatoes and where it tastes so good. And you taste and you almost are like, what is this? When you go to McDonald's, it's a mass-produced thing where they send all the meat, they put in a freezer, and it's meat gruel that they then shape into a burger, and then all of them are the same. Yes, the fries are delicious, but I'm not sure they're potatoes. Like, I don't know. They taste good. I don't know, but they're big, and because they have to make it generic. It has to taste the same in every store. If you go to McDonald's on the moon or you go to McDonald's in Japan, it has to taste the same. So they're making it mass-produced. It's not as special. You want to know where you can get, you want some really good food. You know, I love Mexican food. Baby, you better go to that Texas-Mexico border. You better go down to El Paso, get you in the grimiest little spot that look like you kind of scared to walk in there, where you think you might get maybe robbed. Go in there and you're going to eat better than you ever ate in your entire life. Or go in the hood. When I was doing the Trayvon Martin story, big up to Alexis Stodgehill. Lexis B, who you guys remember, used to be my co-host of all the lives. We would do Facebook Lives. We used to do something called the After Party. Lexis and I, she and us and a producer, we went down and we basically lived, you know, in Sanford for like a month trying to do this Trayvon Martin story. Our best meals were when we went over the tracks. It's literally on the wrong side of the tracks. There were these little tiny Black-owned restaurants that were be packed because it was the food. Baby, listen, Christy Blackman said, listen, when I tell you that food was a bomb, when they passed you a plate, first of all, they filled that plate because they were making sure that you ate good because they cared about you. It was made with love. They put their foot and their soul in it. Whereas if you go to like McDonald's, I mean, yeah, it tastes the same. It's consistent, but it's not like that. That's why small is always better. It's always, yeah, somebody said, get robbed and eat good. Yeah, you can rob me, but let me finish this plate. I'm gonna give you my wallet. I'm gonna need you to let me finish this food because this food is excellent. I'm getting a flashback. That's God. God said, yes, sir. Hallelujah. hey, what did do? That's because you feel a little scared to walk in there, and you walk in. Let me tell you something. Where I go to Coco, where I get across the street from her, this Asian couple. I think they're a couple. It's a man and a woman. They have this it's like a little bodega type of shop. You walk in there and it don't look like it's nothing. But let me tell you something. You have to make this face. When you go in there to get that breakfast that these wonderful young Asian people made, baby, all the Blacks are there. they just, okay. But we have Black-owned stuff that'll do it too. You want to get the small business. Small is better. The small business is better. Gail is saying she doesn't see the discount on the site. At checkout. Gail, you will see your discount at checkout. Thank you, Gail, for the question in the chat. Your shea butter, 25% discount. Put Joy at checkout. That's how you get your discount. And listen, everybody, please let us know how you enjoy your merch, the things you purchase. If you purchase on Redbag or if you purchase on Blap, if you purchase on shop.joyreid.com or shop.joyannreid.com, you purchase at Maison de Shea. Let us know how you enjoyed your products. Either post on social media, use the hashtag readers or the hashtag Team TJRS. Yes, we got Make It Rain. New York City just purchased her Immigrants hoodie. Thank you very much. It's fabulous. It looks just like this, but on the back it says immigrants, proud immigrants. Oh, and we also have the Immigrants Make America Better, which is my other favorite hoodie, which I absolutely love. Patty Carmel, 59, putting $10 in the till for Justice for Greenwood. Ebony Noel putting $9.99, which is basically also $10 for Justice for Greenwood. And it says, just tuned in. Here is some Rio Grande Valley, Brownsville, Texas, Houston, ATL Blacks con love for everything you're still doing. They thought, they sure did. Look, they thought all they did was unleash a sister. They unleashed the sister into the world. Come to Chicago for some great Mexican food. Correct. Accurate. Young MRC said Chicago, great Mexican food. That is very true. But I grew up in Denver, so I'm a little biased because Denver and Texas, you cannot beat Texas. And Texas is a terrible red state. But when I tell you that Texas Mexican food, you got to do this finger. Listen. And I love me some Mexican food. I love Caribbean food, but I love Mexican food. It's so good. New member, Daisy. Daisy equals happiness. You talked before. Daisy equals happiness is a new member. Thank you very much, Daisy equals happiness. We appreciate y'all. If y'all are going to invite me to your city, you got to tell me where to eat. We always have to scope out the good food. We always want to know where we should get the best food. And I don't mean a chain restaurant. I try not to stay away from chains. I don't like chain restaurant food. I want a regular restaurant. Although I will say there are some places where the franchise is owned by a small business person. The franchise could be owned by a small business person. We have a friend in in New York City, in Harlem. They have a shop called Renaissance. Let me shout out the Renaissance Eatery, one of the best places to eat. The brother, he's African immigrant. He owns like 4 restaurants, and they're all incredible. Let me shout out Chocolat, also owned by a brother. Really great restaurant, delicious food. We got to shout out Melba. You know, you got to hit Melba's. Melba's now has like multiple locations. So that's kind of a chain. It's a franchise. She has like 3 locations. But the food is all good. It's consistent. It's made with love. Melba's going to show up in the restaurant. That's how you know the difference. You might see Melba. And so, somebody said, now I'm starving. Ha! Me too. I'm hungry. I need to be. All I had was eggs and toast this morning. Help a sister out. I'm hungry. $19.99 from Peace Oasis 4643. We have turned our subscribe-a-thon into a real true marathon. We are now at 2:30. We are now in 2 hours into our subscribe-a-thon. It says the code is invalid for shea butter. So we're going to check that out. We're going to figure out what's happening with it. You can also get the shea butter on shop.joyreid.com. So if you're having trouble on Maison de Shea, it's a brand new website. And this is the other thing. You got to be patient with small businesses because they start out, they're brand new. So if you're having any issues, we're 6 months old. So we're like a toddler compared to Maison de Shea. Maison de Shea is an infant. Oh, it's not on there yet? Okay, so we're going to make sure. We're going to figure that out. Email us at readers@thejoyreidshow.com. We're going to get you right. Definitely email us. You got to be patient because these are brand new businesses. Some of them are very young. Candy Carter's business is 6 months old. We're not even 6 months yet. We're going to be 6 months old literally on December 9th. That will be our 6-month birthday for the Joy Reid Show. We are brand new. And my Substack has only existed since February it reemerged February of this year. So these things are all really new. Somebody here, Catch My Whiff, says, if you like perfume, Savoir Faire is a Black-owned business in Georgia. I have a few of their perfumes and they're awesome. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Catch My Whiff, a very good tip. So you can get some of these fragrances and add them to your shea so that you can get shea butter with the scent of your choosing. Thank you very much for the compliment. Wendy Dupree said, I have great, and they appreciate you. Thank you very much. And everybody who's joined into this subscribe-a-thon, make sure that you don't leave here without subscribing. Hit like and subscribe because we want to make sure that everyone joins Team TJRS. I'm going to be doing some surprise lives on some of my other social media. So keep your apps handy because I might jump on your TikTok or your Instagram very soon just to say hi because you know what? We love it. So we want to make sure that everybody is supporting small businesses on today. Download the BLAP app. Very important to do that. And also Red Bag. We're going to do shopredbag.com. Let me put shopredbag.com right back on the stage. There it is, shopredbag.com, the BLAP app. We want to make sure that you guys are supporting all these small businesses. And these are ways that you can shop small, but also get all the things you normally love. Let me get back the BLAP app. You can do small purchases, but they're also from businesses that are small, but also minority owned, women owned, veteran owned, small owned. Okay. Call me anytime. Says Lauren Taylor says, good. Okay. You're going to tell me where to eat. We've got some folks who are saying, please support small businesses in all caps. I'm going to add you on here. Please support small businesses. Yes. Definitely support small businesses. It's really, really important. All right, guys. Does anybody have any other questions? Because I think we're going to fade out here. What do we think, Juan? Should we keep going? Let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to give y'all some more time. One of the other things that I really want to talk to you about, because we talked about the boycotts. Let me hip y'all to some of the other boycotts. There's an active boycott against Home Depot that is happening right now. That Home Depot boycott has taken off. There are boycotts all over the country. People are doing actions at Home Depot. It's part boycott, part protest. So people are actually doing a mix of boycotting and also protesting to make sure that that they understand. Hold on. This is what I'm trying to do. That they understand at old Home Depot that people are angry that they are supporting what ICE is doing. Because we don't like the idea that Home Depot seems to be supporting allowing ICE to raid their stores. There's the MSN story. They seem to just be allowing it and kind of standing aside as they become one of the premier locations for ICE raids. And what ICE agents are doing, these masked agents who we assume are ICE, but I mean, how do we prove it? They're showing up at Home Depot parking lots because that's one of the places where a lot of Latino day workers show up to try to get day work because they want to do roofing or they want to work on flooring and they want to do their work that they're so expert at. And so they show up there in the mornings trying to get work, and ICE is waiting for them. They're also waiting at other places like churches, hospitals, and also at immigration hearings where they're grabbing people who are actually coming in to do it the right way and get their papers. They're just grabbing them. But Home Depot is getting targeted specifically because they seem to be allowing it. And so there have been a number of actions at Home Depots today. That's one of the things that you're seeing happen. You're also continuing to see the Target boycott. There was actually a Target boycott action today, which is why we couldn't get Jamal Bryant. We tried to get Nina Turner, Jamal Bryant, and Tamika Mallory on, but they are in the midst of doing an action even today, even as we speak right now. So we weren't able to get them on. But the bottom line is there are actions taking place that are actively targeting the companies who have pulled DEI. Just heard recently that Nike may have gone MAGA. But I say go fast, lose cash. If you are pro-Trump, I'm not going to shop with you. That's just the bottom line. If I'm giving you my money and then you're giving Trump my money, so I'm giving you the money and you're just passing it to Trump. You're just putting it into his golden ballroom and Uber, Führer bunker. If you're doing that, then why am I giving you money? Because that means I might as well just give Trump money. And I don't want to give Trump money. So I'm not going to give it to you, Nike, Walmart, Amazon. You're just going to give it to him. And so the idea is to retrain ourselves to think there are other places I can get the things that I want. I want certain things, but I don't have to only get them from that particular place. I can get them from other places as well. And so I can take an opportunity to live my values, but also not completely inconvenience myself so I can't get toilet paper. Because I normally got toilet paper from Target. But now Blap app says, nope, there's some toilet paper here. And it's even better because it doesn't have forever chemicals. And Candy Carter said, why would you wipe forever chemicals in your butt? No more forever chemicals in your butt. Why put forever chemicals in your butt? You don't want that. So stop doing it. And it's just a matter of not doing it. It's not a matter of completely depriving yourself of things. It's a matter of changing your behavior and changing the way you think. Changing the way that you think and rethinking, how can I live the normal life that I have, the best life that I can live without always having to feel like I have to support Procter and Gamble, or I have to support Walmart, or I have no choice. Walmart's close to me, but there are other things close to you too, and you just don't know they're there. Just like people don't tend to necessarily know that this is here. They don't necessarily know that I have moved on to the Joy Reid Show. Even still, the mainstream media, media critics, which are overwhelmingly very unipolarly, white, male, and sort of lean kind of to right, they will quote what I say on Bluesky and like go after me for something I posted on Bluesky. Or they'll quote something I said on another podcast. They're real mad about what I said on Jennifer Welch and Pumps' podcast. I've had it. I had such a good time. We were cackling and laughing. Me and those ladies were cackling and laughing for an hour. It was so much fun. But they pulled like 2 quotes from it, which we were laughing and enjoying ourselves. And it's like, y'all have no sense of humor. And you guys want to mock other people, but you don't want to get mocked. I'm going to mock you back. And so I did. I mocked them, thoroughly and from my heart, from my soul. And they got all mad about it. But instead of quoting the Joy Reid Show or linking to it or letting people know that this exists, they just say former MSNBC Ms. Now host goes on this show and says blah, blah, blah. And they still quote the mainstream media company because they're still trying to give the mainstream media company the pub and also make them somehow responsible for the things I say. Ms. Now is not responsible for anything I say. And so saying I'm former Ms. Now means nothing because I don't work there anymore. So you shouting them out is just your way of bypassing this. You're bypassing my current the current way I speak, right? And that feels deliberate. And it's fine. You can do that because I'm going to find ways to let people know where I'm at because not everybody was aware that I started a podcast. So we're doing this today, both because I am a small business. It's Small Business Saturday. So I myself offering 25% off at the shop at shop.joyreid.com. So we're a small business. We've got merch. We've got incredible stuff. I think I showed some of it earlier. Let me show. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to show it again because I love Al Green. And it says, just like Al Green, I'm a liberated Democrat. A liberated Democrat. That's the kind of Democrat to the extent that I'm still a Democrat at all. I'm a liberated Democrat because he created that new moniker for Democrats who actually fight. And I'm that. If I'm still a Democrat, then I'm that kind of Democrat. If I'm gonna still be a Democrat, because otherwise I'm gonna be Working Families Party. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna be one of those. The Working Families Party is kind of a small business because it's new, right? This is my blanket. Wrap myself up in it. But bottom line, so I'm a small business, and I also want to support small businesses. We wanted to get small businesses on. Thank you for becoming a new member, Kimberly Chapman. Thank you very much. We wanted to support other small businesses, let you know that they're there. This is going to live on the site. And so people can get involved with other small businesses, but also support this one. So we want you to like, subscribe, find 5 friends, send the link to 5 friends or family members, let them know that we're here. This is I got to put catch my whiff saying Joy bringing out the Barry White voice for Ms. Now. Very saucy. Thank you. I had to use my radio voice. Catch my whiff says spicy. Very saucy. Thank you. Because it's Ms. Now. They said they used to be called MSNBC and other Ms. Now. Hey, like the Nigerians would say, hey. You're not going to be a doctor, okay? You're going to be broke for the rest of your life. And you think I'm going to financially support you forever? Hey. If anybody has an African parent, you know that's how they do. They laugh, but they're not really laughing. The laugh is actually not. The laugh is not legitimate because they're actually really angry. Hey. And they say, oh, you're going to give up the idea of being a dentist, which could actually make you be able to support yourself in order to live in my basement, and I support you. Oh, okay. Hey. Yeah, all right. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. We're going here. Daily Mail. All right, here we go. Daily Mail. Put your speeches in their paper almost every day. They've given you free advertisement. Yes, they do. Daily Mail absolutely does. Anything I say, Daily Mail feels like they need to quote it and add it on here. Here we go. Here's another person. It says, I already told my son he has to subscribe to Joy. And he said, why? And I said, because I told you so. That's a good parent. That is how you do it. Thank you very much. Parenting the right way. You have to subscribe to Joy and tell them Auntie Joy gonna help you understand what's going on in the world. Auntie Joy gonna help you. So subscribe to Auntie Joy and be quiet. Shut up and just do it. You're going to thank me later. Thank me later. Hey. That's what I'm saying. So we are going to try to make it. Z said, I like that, Ms. Joy, grand impersonation, right? Because if you know any African family members, that is how they sound. I'm not doing it to disparage. I'm just telling you the facts. I like to give facts and news, and this is how they are. The Caribbeans, they're very judgmental, but they always laugh in a way to kind of throw you off because you're like, are they really angry or are they laughing? I'm really not sure if it's a funny laugh or if it's like, I'm gonna kill you later laugh. I really don't know which one. Hey. When they do that, you're like, shit, I'm gonna get in trouble. But bottom line, thank you very much. We have Bridget. Bridget Get to Know says she just shared and asked 5 friends to subscribe. Thank you very much, Bridget. We appreciate it. Support small businesses. And Don Lemon is one of the people taught me this. And this is something you need to understand. The algorithm. I was not a YouTube person, but now I'm obsessed. I watch a lot of my programming on YouTube. We already had YouTube TV. I had given up cable years ago. I was working in cable and I didn't have cable. You know, I had to go through a whole lot of stuff to make sure I got Peacock because I didn't have cable. We had to add it to our YouTube TV because cable is like, why are you paying? Think about this. You're paying some company to catalog together and curate for you a list of channels to watch when you can just pick your own. And so the cable company is like the go-between, and then they got you by being the people who provide your Wi-Fi. So now they want you to bundle your Wi-Fi and your cable. TV used to be free. You used to just turn it on and then it came on. And then all of a sudden cable got in the middle and said, no, you should pay for TV. And we were like, we should pay for TV? Why would we do that? We only paid for HBO when I was a kid, but now you got to pay for all of it. And then they're like, we're also going to put your regular channels on there. So if you don't pay, you actually can't even watch CBS or NBC or ABC, which is crazy because you used to be able to just watch it. We got some lemon heads in the house that watch Don Lemon every day. Thank you very much for doing that. We want to support each other. Please also watch Jim Acosta. He has a great show. We have a Fanone. We got to definitely support him as well. Michael Fanone, he's got a great Substack, which you should also subscribe to. Support our heroes from January 6th. They've got great content as well. All of your favorites from Ms. Now also generally have. Joyce Vance has a very popular Substack. So a lot of the people who you enjoyed when you used to watch them on the ReidOut and on AM Joy, they have Substacks, they have YouTube channels, they have other ways. You don't have to get their information from cable. You're only trained to do that. Shout out to the Lemon Nation. Katie Fang, thank you very much. Katie Fang has an incredible YouTube channel. She also has a Substack. And so that is important. And here we have a great comment. I'm going to add this comment saying, I was so sad when you lost your show because I watched it every day. Thank you for doing that. I'm so happy to watch you on YouTube. Thank you very much. And you know, we're for just purposes of mental health and time management, we do 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 to 8 p.m. You can catch us, but we're a 2-hour show. I missed having a 2-hour show, which I had when I was at AM Joy. So we went back to being a 2-hour show, which is a lot of fun. We do it live. We interact with the chat. It's a lot of fun. We've changed our format so that only subscribers can be in the chat because we are a no troll environment. People do not come here to get abused. They come here for community. I see some of you that I see all the time, that I see in the chats during the show. I recognize some of your handles. We love being able to create such a sense of community that we actually recognize some of our readers, you know, some of our return readers. We know they're here, or people who are from the Lemon Nation. We love being able to have that community and that fun with you. This has been amazing. I'm frantically working to finish up and launch my own shop, custom card making and gifts with an inclusive community orientation. This show has pushed me. Hugs, Joy. Thank you very much. Yes, if we can push you guys to try to start a business. Look, sometimes when you get fired, it feels like the end, and it feels like it's sort of a terminus point, but it can also be your launch point. Sometimes losing your job, getting laid off. We know 1 million people have been laid off, 1.1 million people just in this year alone since the Orange Man has been sworn into office. We have seen so many people lose. Oh, Wajahat Ali, absolutely. The left hook. That's my Friday fun day. On Fridays, me and Wajahat, we just piss the right off. We go on there literally at this point, it's just for fun, because we just know they're so easy to troll. They're such easy targets. They're such snowflakes. They're such big babies. They can't take a joke. They can't take anything. They are so soft and they're so mean for being so soft. It's like your average bully. They're always like that. They're always the softest ass person that anything you say, they're the first one to fold. They're the first one to fold. Trump wouldn't fight nobody. Trump always talking about people getting killed and seems to, sort of revel in it. Trump has no courage. That's why a lot of people are even questionable about that. Anyway, let me not go there. Trump has no courage. David Jolly, we love David Jolly. We've had him on the show. David is running for governor. Don't just support small businesses. Support good people who you know are running for office. Start to curate your political understanding as well. Don't just vote for the D. Don't just vote for the name. Don't just vote for the family name, back name or something. You need to vote for the content of what they're bringing. And you need to do a little more research on who you're voting for and what they're going to do. There are some people who flip and run as a Democrat when they're not really a Democrat. I think of the former mayor of New York City, who I'm not sure he's really even a Democrat. Jolly, our blue-eyed soul brother. Absolutely. Yes, Patty. He's spicy white. See, people ask me what I mean when I mean spicy white. I mean like him. Spicy white means the white person that's going to call out another white person if they're racist in front of them. That the white person who's going to say something when they hear some racism in the room, they're going to speak up. That person, they're the 40%ers who vote with Black, Brown, and API people. They always vote with us. That's spicy white. Spicy white are the people who get it. They don't even have to necessarily know a rap song. They don't have to necessarily be able to dance on beat. Some of them do, but many of them do. And if they dance on beat, we love it even more. Spicy white are the fun white people, the white folks who are fun, who are against white supremacy and white nationalism, and who will look funny at the ones who are for that, right? They're the ones who are on our team, and they are on our team. We have a coalition. We are a coalition community, whereas the other side are monopolar. Notice that they have to get on board with the full blue plate special of hatred of us. Clarence Thomas, he can't even be pro-Black and be part of them. So that means they're a different kind of team. And they have Blacks in their team, and Browns and Asian American people, right? They have Kash Patel and all those. They're on that team. But Kash Patel thinks he's going to Valhalla. And they're going to be like, nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. At the door, we're going to do a color test. We're going to do a paper bag test on you, and you're not going to pass. You're not getting through the door, buddy. You're not getting through the door. Absolutely not. Hello from the Mile High City, Denver people in the house. All right, we're going to wrap this up at 3 o'clock. So we have 12 more minutes. Any other folks that you guys want to shout out, please shout out more businesses, because we definitely said fold like a Montgomery, Alabama chair. That's what I'm saying. Fold like a Montgomery, Alabama chair. He has no courage whatsoever. Donald Trump is the biggest coward. Roland Martin, Heather Cox Richardson, Professor Karen Hunter, love her. Canubian, oh yeah, Dr. Greg Carr, awesome. Listen to educated podcasters. Listen to folks who are going to give you information unfiltered, who are going to give you the truth. They're not going to try to couch it because they're worried that the bosses have to do business with the administration. They're not worried about Brendan Carr at the FCC coming for them. By the way, if you guys have not watched the most recent South Park, you got to watch it. South Park is doing the things. Spicy White are like the guys who made South Park. If you're Spicy White, you know who you are. But generally, like Jolly Good Ginger. That's spicy. Jolly Good Ginger is as spicy as Spicy White gets. He's the ultimate. He's like kind of prototypical. There's a guy called the Angry Veteran, also Spicy White. But they're white, but they basically, they're on our team. They're white, but they're on our team. They're on our team because they understand, just like we do, right versus wrong. It's not even left versus right anymore. That isn't even the thing anymore. It's MAGA or not. It's MAGA or American. It's MAGA or American. Hollywood, here I come, somebody says. Hollywood, Danielle Moody, we love it. Danielle Moody, we also love Mills. Moody and Mills. They're no longer a couple, but we like Moody and we like Mills. Moody and Mills, we like them both. So glad you finally jumped onto having your own podcast. You bring the real news with so much compassion. Love it. And you. Thank you so much, my dear sister. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Love it. Somebody says they should be working. Black female-owned businesses, Stereo Comics. Did you say Stereo Comics? It went by so fast. The chat is going by really, really quick. Yes, the code should be working now. Okay, the code will be working now. Thank you guys very much. Working hard in the background, our own small business woman. She's a small business inside a small business. It's like a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Wanjira is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. She's an enigma wrapped in a mystery, but she's also a Wanjira. She has said the code is now fixed. Be patient with small businesses, but also know that they're going to give you personal customer service. If you had a problem in Target, do you think that the Target Corporation at the very top would respond as fast as Wanjira just did to a person who was having an issue in our chat? Thank you for the $10. A fine $1,000. That is going to go to justiceforgreenwood.org. Thank you very much. Danielle Moody. Yes, that we love Moody and Mills. And look at how quickly Wanjira has responded to a person in the chat who had an issue with getting her discount because she wanted to get her discount. This is why you want to support small businesses. This is why somebody said Spicy White means they're white, but they got soul. I'm telling you. So look, you know who was Spicy White, but other than he did a couple things we didn't like. If you used to watch Bill Clinton when the Black National Anthem came on, I promise you, he knew all three stanzas. And we as Blacks, we know it, but when you get to that stony the road, trod and that's made me smile, pain on smile. You be moving your mouth fast because you shame more. Bill Clinton knew all of them. That's Spicy White. Bill Clinton, like when they did the reunion of the arc, the people who the Little Rock Nine, like he personally knew all of them. Look, before he went bad with Gaza, he shamed himself with Gaza, Joe Biden. Shamed. I unfollowed Biden over Gaza. But before he did that, he had some Spicy White in him, okay? Because not only did he have, what was the name of the guy that he said Q-Tip or Cool Tip that was at the pool? It turned out it was a real guy, and everybody mocked him because he said that guy wasn't real. I went to one year, an NABJ, where Joe Biden spoke at the NABJ and did a full Spicy White. Hey, hold on right now over there. Hey, and knew the name of the person he was hey, at. He went down low. This is before he was too old to go down low. He went this, hey, and did his thing. Remember when he had the worst debate ever, the debate that cost him the election? Half an hour later, Joe Biden went Spicy White inside of a Waffle House. This is why I knew his campaign team did not have his back. They took the audience away because Joe Biden is Spicy White, even though he's very white. Very white, but he's Spicy White because a half an hour after face planting in that debate, Joe Biden was then taken into a Waffle House, which is his natural environment. Wanjira. And all of a sudden, he came alive, and he was like, "Hey!" He was 4 dapping people, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 dapping folks. This, and I said, "This is." And then I had to do the finger. I was like, "How do you take the audience away from the spicy white president? He needs the audience to come alive." And when he got in, I promise you it was a half an hour late. Y'all need to go back. A half an hour later, $49.99 super sticker from James Payne. Hey, 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 you get an African. Hey, hey, you get a Nigerian. Hey, 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 hey. A half an hour later, y'all, you know, he came fully alive inside of a Waffle House. That is spicy white behavior. Because as soon as he was with the brothers, he is all of a sudden, his knees started working again. He could get down low. He was 4 dabbing folks. Hey, what you doing, Junebug? How you doing? I was like, who is that? And I'm at MSNBC, and that was my commentary afterward. I was like, he face planted that debate. I can't lie. He looked like he was about to die. I thought he was going to make it, not going to make it. And then he got into the Waffle House, and he was a different person. We got a proud spicy white ex-Stephonics. Yes. And we're proud of you. We are proud of you. We love you. Thank you for being on our team. Spicy white folks, we love you. We got t-shirts and sweatshirts for you. We made sure we had everybody covered. If anyone did not get covered, if you go on shop.joyreid.com and you don't see it, you're going to want to let me know at readers@thejoyreidshow.com. Say, hey, you left out our community. We try to get everybody. We got Indigenous, we got AAPI, LGBTQ plus IA. We got them all in there. We got all the letters in there. We got Black American, proud and Black. We got a Latino and a Latina, because we know it's not the same thing. Okay. We got everybody represented. And we also got the spicy whites represented, because the spicy whites be coming in. They're in our team. 40% of white folks have been voting Democratic all the way since the 60s. Even when Nixon did his Southern strategies, 40% said, not me, man, not me, dog. I'm not going with that. I'm not going with you. I'm sticking with the blacks. I'm voting with the blacks. And they've been voting with it. It's not like they just got here. And white women with college degrees just recently voted with us 3 times in a row, from 2018, 2020, 2022, and again in 2024. Somebody wants a spicy black. All right, we're going to make somebody wants a spicy black. All right. Or done and dusted. We aim to please. Spicy black coming up. But I'm like, what is a spicy black? Because how much spicier could you get than just all this blackness right here? How much, if we got any spicier, you couldn't even digest us. We'd be undigestible. Black is already, it's so spicy that I feel like somebody shouted out the spicy white team on Don Lemon. Yes, because the spicy whites be on there. Phenome be on there, spicy. All them tats, he got to be spicy. And Jolly Good Ginger, 100%. Jolly Good Ginger, actually, if you put a dictionary picture of a spicy white person, he would be in the picture. Somebody said, loving the show. Thank you very much. Listen, they said we come seasoned spicy. We pre-spiced. That's why everybody be copying our moves on TikTok. It's quite spicy, not digestible. We would actually hurt your colon. You would actually need a colonoscopy. You would need a colonoscopy or something if we were more spicy than that. Hello, readers. Thank you very much. It's real spicy. Somebody said that's real spicy. That's a word. It's a word. Real spicy. Here we go. My mama is Black and daddy is Texan Mexican American. When I tell you, you probably already undigestible. Ebony Noel is probably already undigestably spicy. If you got the Mexican and the Black, from Texas. First of all, I want to eat at your house, like just because whatever food you cook is probably good. Because every Mexican food dish is delicious, and just about everything Black folks make is delicious. So I'm just telling you right now, I need an invitation, Ebony. I'm just gonna need some food. Your food is probably, I'm telling you right now, Acid Dream said, I'll bet the food. Ebony Noel, probably everything Ebony Noel cook, even when she's not trying, is probably delicious. Even on her worst day, Ebony Noel's food is delicious. Even if she's like literally trying to make it taste terrible. Ebony Noel, you're gonna need colon. Yeah, you're gonna have colon issues. I'm just speaking, I just give the real news. Somebody says mulatto spicy, Black, Mexican, Spanish, and native Indian from the, oh my God. I don't think I can handle this much spice. I feel like that's the amount of spice that everyone would actually, you would need to drink a full glass of milk. And I don't like milk because you'd have to calm the spice down in you because you're spicy. We love spicy people. This episode is a party. That's all we're doing. It is Small Business Saturday, guys. I decided to just come and just do a live party and just have fun. It's Small Business Saturday. We got merch 25% off at shop.joyreid.com. I've got merch. I'm surrounded by merch. Winnie and Wand have been really helping me out, trying to make sure that we show it. We're just having fun. We had on lots of great guests today. We talked about whether a boycott is sufficient or whether you need to redirect, which is what Latasha Brown's incredible new terminology is. We're not boycotting, we're redirecting. We're not boycotting you temporarily, Target. We're moving on from you. It's a divorce. We're just moving on. You know, we had a great time. We enjoyed the dress when our forever first lady, Michelle Obama, wore that dress. We enjoyed you. We enjoyed you all the years that you supported Essence Fest. We had a good time. We now know it's done. We're not coming back. We've got shop.redbag.com. We've got BLAP. We've got the Blue app. We've got other options. We've got choices. We don't have to come back. And so we're not just going to get mad at you if you're on the BDS list, Mark McDonald's, and we're you know what? It's all good. You do you. If you want to support the genocide, go ahead, but we're not doing that. We are not. If you're on the BDS list, sorry, we're going to get our coffee somewhere else. Starbucks, you treat your workers like shit. We don't. We like coffee, but we don't like you. If we're saying it's not us, it's you. It's actually you. It's not us, it's you. And so since we don't like you, it's not like we're just temporarily not coming back. We actually are just training ourselves differently to use other companies and to use products that are closer to us. We like politics closer to the people, and we like our shopping closer to the people. So y'all, thank you all for tuning in to this subscribe-a-thon. This has been a lot of fun. This was really a party. We had a great time. This is going to stay live on the channel. So make sure that you get 5 people you send 5 people, thejoyreidshow.com link, and tell them to subscribe, because what we want is for this app to understand that independent media is here to stay, that we don't need Ms. Now or any other network. And it's not even anything about them. God bless the people who are still there. When I tell you I love those people, they're incredible. Y'all should continue to support the work that they're doing, because the people you love at MS, they haven't changed at all. They're the same literal people, and they're still doing the hard work, and they're doing it under much more duress. And so I feel completely nothing but love for my former coworkers, my fellow anchors at Ms. Now. We had a great time together. I love them, still love them to this day. My former team that are still there, they're dispersed onto different shows. So we just appreciate all the work that they are doing over there at Ms. Now. And also our friends at CNN. They're working under such duress, y'all. We have to give them a little bit of a bly that they're working so hard. But also the people who've come out of there who are doing independent things. Karen Atia, shout out to her. She's doing independent things. Mehdi Hassan, Zateo News. You should be subscribing to that as well. Michael Harriot, Contraband Camp. Major shouts out to him. Contraband Camp is excellent. It's like the Black Atlantic, But you've also got people that are still inside of these other systems. At The Nation, Ellie Mistal is there doing incredible work. Adam Serwer doing incredible work at The Atlantic. Shout out other people that you guys love. There are a lot of great creators who are making really, really great stuff. You've got Jamel Hill, who's got she's got just a series of incredible podcasts. Let's shout out all of the folks there. The View, we still got our girl Sunny and the folks at The View. They're under a lot of different, more difficult circumstances. They're doing really great things. Brittany Cunningham, Tiffany Cross, she's on there battling out with them CNN folks, but also Angela Rye and they co-host their podcasts as well. And we want everybody to hold on. My brain ain't working good. We getting everybody's podcast. We're trying to shout out everybody. Erin Haynes at the 19th. We're going to shout her out as well. She's doing incredible work. I think I shouted out Brittany. We're just shouting out everybody that's got incredible stuff. So I'm trying to get all my machete people in. All the work they're doing. Latasha Brown, Black Voters Matter Fund, and the We Ain't Having It campaign, the Native Land Pod. We want to shout them out as well, because that's, of course, Angela Rye and Tiffany Cross. They've also added, Andrew Gillum was already there, but they decided they wanted to add our good brother from South Carolina, to add him as well, and make it a foursome. Bakari Sellers. We want to shout them out as well. So Bakari considers himself to be the Beyonce of the group, which is it's a very Bakari Sellers thing to do. Uncle Roland Martin, everybody. If I missed anybody, shout it out to my menopause and not to my heart, because menopause is a trip. So I couldn't remember everybody's names, but hopefully I got most of the people in. Did I get everybody in? Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Who did I miss? I got Tiff. I got Angie. I think I got everybody. Those are the machetes. Yes, those are the machetes. The discount code for Maison de Chez is Joy. Sean, what's the discount code for? Do we have a discount code, or is it just 25% off everything at the shop? Oh, I should have said that the whole time. Yes. Clay and Reese. We love Clay Kane and Reese Colbert and Clay. Absolutely love them. Teray, my boy Teray. Teray has got some really great content on all the platforms. Teray also has a Substack. He also has a YouTube channel. Definitely Al Sharpton, Rev Al, you know, the real Rev is still doing his thing, both in his radio show and also at Ms. now. So we want to shout out Keith Boykin. Awesome. We love Keith Boykin. He is one of the best commentators out there doing his thing. Carrie Champion. Oh my God. The Naked Podcast, the wonderful Carrie Champion. So incredible, beautiful, but also beautiful inside and out. Just a sweetheart. I think I shouted out Jamel Hill as well. I shouted out the 19th, which is Aaron Haynes. We're going through the machetes. We shouted out Sunny Hostin on The View, still holding it down. She also has a great restaurant in New York, which you want to also frequent. Also, Nicole Hannah-Jones, absolutely. Mark Lamont Hill, even though, by the way, he really hates mac and cheese. Y'all got to go and listen to his clip on mac and cheese. He really hates it. It's very funny. Higher Learning. I have not watched Higher Learning, but I will figure out what that is, and I will absolutely watch that as well. But yes, Keith Boykin is actually really incredible. Jason getting a shout out as well. Van Lathan absolutely deserves a shout out. Coffee with Texas Paul. Coffee with Texas Paul. All right, I'm going to write that down. Coffee with Texas Paul. Definitely want to shout out the I've Had It ladies. So much fun. Jennifer Welsh and Pumps. If I had to say that when I was on there, that was so much fun because I love it when she says that. Somebody says, I'm loving Teray's post about historical Blacks who lived passing. Yes, he has a whole series on folks who were passing. And that's great. And his is called Culture. Oh my gosh, I gotta find it. Culture. Because somebody Google it real quick, because Teray's thing is called, I just follow because it's Teray, but I'm gonna shout out the actual name. So Texas Paul, people are saying is so good. And of course, we gotta shout out Midas Touch. We gotta shout out the Midas. They are like ganging in this area. They're doing so incredible. 5 million some odd subscribers, the biggest on the left. They're very nice people. Give you great advice. They were very open. I had great conversations with them when I was first starting this. They gave me incredible advice. Lev Parnas. Yes, and also his son, Aaron. Very popular, but we love Lev. Monique Presley. Definitely a great shout out. Zateo is solid, deep, independent journalism with fire. Absolutely. We love Zateo. I was an early supporter, paid subscriber to Zateo. Somebody said Taryn Delaney. I do not know Taryn Delaney, but I will check that out. Texas Paul and Taryn Delaney. We're going to definitely check those out, add them to the team. Jessica Denson. Tell me who Jessica Denson is. I'm not sure I know about them, but Midas Touch is awesome. Culture Fries is the name of it. I knew it had culture in the name. I'm telling you, this menopause, man. This menopause crazy. The Good Liars are excellent. We love The Good Liars, but Culture Fries is Teray's Substack. So Teray's Substack is called Culture Fries. And of course, the Lemon Nation, y'all already know. Don Lemon has gotten to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Shouts out to Don. The Lemonheads, shouts out to the Lemonheads. Jennifer and Pumps. You want to know what a spicy wine is? Jennifer Welch. Steve Schmidt. He was actually the first interview that I did when I left M as a Ms. Now. Absolutely love Steve Schmidt. He's speaking truth, never scared. Stacey Abrams actually has an incredible podcast, which I believe is on the Crooked Network, Crooked Media. They are the Pod Save America guys. And I believe Stacey Abrams' podcast is part of the Crooked Network. We are part of the Crooked Network advertising world. So they shouts out to them for also being very helpful. Native Land Pod is awesome. We love. Jessica Denson, somebody said. It says, please have more rural Democratic candidates. I met Bobby Cole during No Kings in my red county. Your interviews are needed to get their names out there. Texas 27, Tanya Lloyd. Texas 15, Bobby Polito. Got it. Kenya, Gems, we will definitely do that. We've had on a bunch of people that some of them have even won. Mr. Colon, who is running in Mississippi for United States Senator. Our candidate who was running for a Mississippi, for a local spot in New Orleans on the board there, he actually won. So we're always having on candidates when we hear about it. Ms. Bain, we got to find out how she did in Tennessee 7. So this is it. We try to have on lots of candidates. Michael Cohen, how could I forget? Of course, Michael Cohen is awesome. Lurie Daniel Favors, actually very good as well. Absolutely. Karen Hunter is awesome. Thank y'all for shouting all those out. We want to make sure that you guys support all of these creators. Independent media is where it's at, and you can curate your own version of what cable was doing for you. You don't have to wait for a cable company to curate your news experience and your information experience and your entertainment experience. You can do it yourself by choosing the apps you want, and also by choosing the independent media who actually give you unfiltered, real news. The Company Man, I don't know what that is. I don't know about it. Legal AF, awesome. We love Legal AF. It's very good. Abby Phillip, people are shouting out Abby Phillip. Her show is a lot, though. It's a lot. It's an experience, but I love Abby. That's my Sora, so I absolutely love her. So last thing I'm going to say on this Small Business Saturday, it says we can have it our way. Absolutely, Kevin Moore. We appreciate that. Malcolm Nance, Clay Kane, lots of shout outs. We don't have to take what we're being spoon-fed and given by corporate America. Corporate America cannot force you to spend money with them. They cannot make you listen to them or respect what they're doing. And most of the time, they don't even like us. Yes, Nicole Wallace has a very new podcast. Nicole Wallace goes in the spicy white category as well. Rachel Maddow goes in the spice. Definitely Stephanie Rule. You want to know what spicy white? Stephanie Rule. Like, actually, the 2-word Tabitha Speaks. People love that. Tabitha Speaks is great. I actually really love Pat. And of course, Jasmine Crockett. She actually has a YouTube channel. We love that. It says, Joy, are your plants real? I love them. Baby, if they were real, they wouldn't be alive. My mama was a plant lady. I'm a not real plant lady. I love a plant now. I'm not saying I don't love nature. I'm just saying nature don't love me. I'm saying I can't keep them alive. So I buy the beautiful, they're very nice, expensive silk plants. But me, keep a plant alive? Ha! Crystal Ball and her husband, Kyle, have like 3 different shows. Love Crystal Ball. She's doing incredible work. She and Kyle have like multiple different places that you can register. The Bulwark, people love. Michael Fanone, people love. Also in the spicy white category, Michael Fanone. Yes, so we love all of these independent media. Keep shouting about and keep them going in the chat. People will be able to see them when this posts. Woke Gardner and Rashad Crenshaw. I don't know of them. I'm going to have to check them out. I was not aware. Thank you. I was not aware. Brian Tyler Cohen, of course, one of the OGs, even though he's a young kid, one of the OGs in the space also as well. So there are lots and lots and lots of great small businesses, and all of these people that you've mentioned are entrepreneurs. We're all businesses. We're all businesses. So wrapping it up. I'm being told to wrap it up. I'm being told I've gone on too long, and now I just need to stop. The Young Turks, TYT. People are still throwing up stuff. There's so many to name. Exactly. Reese over Troubled Waters. Tom Hartman shouted out. Democracy Now! Love Democracy Now! OGs. All right, I have to stop now. It says I'm hilarious. Ever think of taking up comedy? If somebody wants to pay me to get on stage and do comedy, I'll do it. Like I'm fun employed. I'm fun employed. So I have time. Secular Talk. That's Kyle Kukinski and Crystal Ball, my former coworker from Ms. Now. Thank you all for tuning in to this. Please take advantage of the 25% off at shop.joyannreid.com. Please hit like and subscribe. Send a link to 5 friends and tell them to subscribe and like. We love y'all. I might show up. I'm still talkative, so I might show up on some social medias later on today on Instagram and TikTok, and maybe even Twitch, because I can't be stopped. Adam Mockler, love him. Sisson, is his first name Sisson? We love him. Harry Sisson. Love Harry Sisson. Harry Sisson is awesome. We love him. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Goodbye, and have a great rest of your Small Business Saturday. If I don't get off this live right now, I'm going to be tackled like a football player. So I'm going to go.